It's time for UW-Stevens Point men's hockey on the Pointers Sports Network. Follow the Pointers all season long as the defending national champions battle in the Wisconsin Intercollegiate Athletic Conference. Pointers hockey on the Pointers Sports Network is brought to you by Stevens Point Brewery, Taco Bell, Stevens Point Orthopedics, Goose on Main, General Beer, distributors of Miller Lite, Marshfield Clinic, Skyward, Century Insurance, Century World, PJ's Restaurant, Team Sherrill Companies, Subway, Papa John's, Badger State Games, the National Guard, Grazzi's Italian Grill, Coca-Cola, BSN Sports, Under Armour, and TDS Fiber.
And good evening from KB Willett Arena in Stevens Point. Welcome to Pointers Hockey on the Pointers Sports Network. As tonight, it is the WIAC Championship presented by Culver's, as UW-Stevens Point brings a 9-game winning streak and a 15-game unbeaten streak into this matchup with the UW-Eau Blue Golds. 6th consecutive year for the Pointers in the championship game, 4th year in a row against the Blue Gold. Sean, when you couple that with what's at stake in the national picture of things, both these teams still in the mix for a national bid here. A lot on the line for these two teams here tonight.
A ton on the line, Tommy, for both these teams, as the Pointers have played Eau Claire in December and not look back, you could say,
yes.
And have really put together a great second half of the season. And the Blue Golds have kind of been steady as she goes, except for a hiccup against UW River Falls on the last night of the regular season, which gave the Pointers a co-championship and the chance to host the WIAC championship game. It should be a doozy of a hockey game. These two teams, very good, very well matched. It should be very, very good.
And they have played good games here, and Stevens Point will come through. Bottom line for the Pointers, Sean, any dream of an NCAA tournament bid, a win tonight is a necessity. We've been watching all day here out east as games have come in. The pairwise rankings are yo-yoing all over the place. We'll have a pretty good idea by the conclusion of this one, but it all starts with the Stevens Point win, a team that's been, left for dead in November, has been playing its best hockey over the last couple of weeks.
Honestly, Tom, if someone would have came up to us and asked us in November, or even at the first week in December after the loss at Northland, and said your team is going to go on a 15-game unbeaten streak, you're going to go to Hobbs Ice Arena, play well, and host the WIAC championship game, we both would have kind of looked a little cross-eyed,
exactly.
Because this team is really turning it around. It starts with the leadership group of Tyler Krieger and Ethan Strong, and then the seniors that take this thing by the horn and play the brand of Pointer hockey that everybody expects them to play.
From the Eau Claire point of view here, Sean, nothing guaranteed here. They are in a precarious spot here, 6th in the pairwise ranking. And when you look at their schedule and the results they have, Stevens Point definitely checks the boxes on the quality wins. 2-0-1 against the Blue Golds, a win over Augsburg, and a win over St. Norbert. Right now, outside of a win over Augsburg, you really can't come up with that list of same wins for the Blue Golds. They had hoped to meet Norwich out east. That never materialized. So, their pairwise, formula, you could see a big swing by either one of these two teams here tonight.
Honestly, their resume isn't that great. I know going out and playing the Prime Link, they had hopes of playing a nationally ranked Norwich team. Never came about. They ended up playing 2 bottom half East teams. When you do the cross conversion with East-West, that helps you. But honestly, when the lights have been brightest, and you could argue the lights have been brightest against Stevens Point, they haven't played well, and the Pointers have done a good job against them.
Absolutely. Stevens Point 5-0-1 in their last 6 and 10-1-3 in their last 14 games against the Blue Golds. So the question is, will the Pointers keep the train rolling, or does Eau Claire get their revenge here tonight? Either way, this is going to be a jam-packed house, and we are ready to bring it to you. Plus, we're keeping an eye on all those scores out east. If you're the Pointers, you're big fans of Utica, Adrian, Trinity, and Geneseo. Those are 4 must-wins you need to get and have them take automatic bids to open up those Pool C bids. We'll take a break. When we come back, it's Pointers head coach Tyler Krieger. Stevens Point and Eau Claire in the WIAC championship game presented by Culver's. More of our pregame show coming up next on the Pointers Sports Network.
The WIAC Ice Hockey Championships are brought to you by Culver's. Welcome to Delicious. Culver's congratulates the WIAC on its long history of athletic success and outstanding academic accomplishments. Over 5,000 student athletes compete in WIAC sports, and Culver's recognizes the student athletes of the WIAC for their hard work, dedication, and commitment to excellence on and off the field. Culver's is proud to be a sponsor of the WIAC, the Conference of Champions. continue with our Pointer hockey coverage tonight on the Pointer Sports Network. WIAC championship game at KB Willett Arena as the Pointers host UW-Eau Claire. And we talk now with Pointers head coach Tyler Krieger. And coach, big games like this are just fun. Before we get into the particulars of it, they're just fun all around. When they matter and you're playing for things and what's at stake. This is what guys and you as coaches pretty much all live for, isn't it?
Yeah, this is what it's all about, and this is why I do what I do, and this is why the players come here because of these games. It'll be a packed house in your night, a rowdy crowd. Playing an opponent we're familiar with, who's got a phenomenal team, and we've had a good history and rivalry over the years, and it's kind of what it's all about. When you have those little bit of anxiety or a little bit of the unknown. I mean, that's what kind of gets you up in the morning and gets you going, and what pushes you every day to get better and put yourself in these situations.
As you get ready for this, given the fact that both these teams have gotten themselves in the national mix here, which, would it be different if it was the other way around?
Yeah, definitely. We've done a good job, from early December to put ourselves in the situation that we're in. And I'm just really proud of the group for making that turnaround and sticking with it. We could have gone one of two ways. We could have just fell apart and played the blame game, and the group came together and got closer because of it. And it's been a weird year. We haven't had the depth within our lineup due to injuries and some other situations that we have had in years past, and we've had to do things a different way. And guys have been playing, not fully healthy, and we've had a tough stretch there in January of 5 or 6 games in a row against good opponents, and a couple games during the week, and it's just been a lot. So I'm proud of our guys for really just going on this run that we're on and put ourselves in this situation.
As you get ready here, you got through the semifinal weekend against River Falls. I thought a very efficient job by your fellas. Really, pretty much, controlled the weekend from the get-go here to get you here tonight.
Yeah. Friday was a good game. You need to clean some areas up, and I think we did moving into Saturday. I thought Saturday we played very well. Limited them to 16 shots, and I'd say only 1 or 2 of those were in the house of a grade A shot. So really just dominated the game all the way around, and that's kind of the style that we wanted to play. Got our offensive zone working, and our D were pushing the pace and we're involved, and Eli played great again, so it was a good team win.
All conference teams out this week. You got some fellas recognized here. I for the first time in a long time, didn't have too many gripes when you look at who's on the list and where, and seemed about right. Yeah,
it's good recognition for those guys, but we got a lot of guys who do a lot of things that are appreciated and rewarded, who necessarily might not get the credit. So, it's kudos to those guys who did get it. They definitely deserve it. But we got a lot of other guys, Brendan Miller, Austin Kelly, who, they might not throw up in the stat sheet as, overly impressive, but the things that they do are so pivotal and so important to us and our success that, we love all the guys. But kudos to the guys that made the all-conference team.
You got a lot of those guys coming up on double-digit goals here. And you're 6, 8 deep, whatever, of guys like that. And, boy, that's a luxury at this level, isn't it?
Yeah, that's our depth. And I think that's, one of the factors that's going to separate us tonight. I think Eau Claire's kind of got, they're a little bit, their top 4 or 5 scores, and then there's a little bit of a drop-off before it gets to the other guys there. I think our depth all the way through our lineup is good. There's not the huge drop-off or big gap in points. We got 4 lines that can score on any given night. And our D have been, quietly but effectively getting the job done and getting themselves in the score sheet. Stephen Quegada has 10 goals. Drew scored a big one last weekend. Danny's got the ability. I thought Ryan Orgel really came to his own last weekend. He's got a great shot, and one's going to find the net for him sooner than later. So we got a lot of options that can utilize to our depth.
I think one guy, a lot of people when they talk about depth, it's minutes usually. Being able to spell your upper guys, but when you can throw depth and add scoring on the mix, it's really the hammer.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, without the depth out of our lineup, of only having a certain amount of guys we needed to. Got on the stretch playing a lot of games. We couldn't just roll a few lines or key guys. Put a lot of load on them. So we had to spread things out and roll 4 lines, just like we want to do, and we did a good job of that. And then when you get the scoring, it just makes it a lot easier.
I know a big key against Eau Claire in the past year is getting pucks deep. You feel that your guys moving the puck and getting there, that can be an advantage for you.
Yeah, their strengths of their team are their goaltender and their forwards. I think they have some weaknesses that we're going to exploit, so we're going to, take away their strengths and attack their weaknesses. And, it's status quo for the game plan. It's been against them for the last, countless number of games. But, a few tweaks, we just need to keep perfecting it. We want to, put pressure on them all over the ice, not give them any time and space anywhere. When their forwards are good on the rush or their forwards are good in the offensive zone, we're going to do a little bit of more of a job taking away in the D zone. We're going to swarm a little bit more with 5 guys and outnumber them, try to regain possession and get out a little bit quicker.
All right, Coach, good luck here tonight.
Thank you.
Pointers head coach Tyler Krieger. Stay tuned. More coming up on the Pointers Sports Network. WIAC Ice Hockey Championships are brought to you by Quick Trip, a proud sponsor of the WIAC Athlete of the Week program. Stop by Quick Trip for healthy snacks from the fresh case, fully stocked with fruits, yogurt, salads, and sandwiches. Quickery Bake Shop breads, bagels, donuts, muffins, and cookies are made fresh from scratch every day in their own bakery in La Crosse. And Quick Rewards is Quick Trip's loyalty program. Check out QuickRewards.com for more information. Quick Trip, big on fresh, low on price, a proud sponsor of the WIAC.
All right, we are back here at KB Willard Arena getting set for tonight's WIAC championship game. Stevens Point getting set to take on UW-Eau Claire. Matt Stanek, the sports information director and assistant director for the WIAC, is here. They're going to present the Scholar Athletes Award, which they do before every WIAC championship. So they're getting to that here, which usually means that a nominee from each team is here. So it's an academic type deal. So based on grade point average and other things and things like that, and get guys to name. Also, all conference team came out this week, so we'll get to that. Both these teams very, very well represented. So it is Jake Bresser, who is, I believe, I'm not sure if it's a nominee for each team or if he is the winner. So it is Kelly O'Brien for the Pointers coming forward here, and they will come up, so they honor them, and not 100% certain here, and we'll get a photo here, and so we will see. I'm not sure if they bring them both forward as finalists and then announce the winner, and if it could be from one of the other teams too, I guess, but so we will see as they'll get it. Good crowd here has made their way in. Before we go further, I should indicate my good partner Sean McMahon has had a family issue come up, so he has departed us for a bit. We hope we get him back here, and all the best for him here, and know that the Pointers are thinking about him. So Jake Bresser does win the Scholar Athlete Award here for UW-Eau Claire. So congratulations to him. And they will get it. So an announcement, and then we'll get our starting lineups and get things rolling. All right, our starting lineups tonight, first of all, for the Blue Golds of UW-Eau Claire, it is Zach Diamond, 6 feet, 165, and a junior out of Abbotsford, British Columbia. He comes in 18-3-2, a 1.51 goals against average. That's third best in the country, 93.5 on the save percentage. That ranks 11th in the country. The defenseman, Scott Munro, 6 feet, 194, and a senior out of Vancouver, British Columbia. And Adam Parcells, 6'6", 208, and a junior out of Wausau. Up front, it is Steen Cooper getting the start for the Blue Golds, as Cooper coming in, 5'8", 170, and a senior out of, I take that back, it's John Richards that they will go with and give the start here tonight. Richards, 5'10", 176, and a junior out of Callaway, Minnesota. The right wing is Jake Bresser. Bresser, 6'2", 206, and a senior out of Eau Claire. And the left wing is Andy McGlynn. And for McGlynn, 5'10", 179, and a sophomore out of St. Louis, Missouri. Matt Lone in his 13th season for the Blue Golds, 211 wins, 121 losses, and 29 ties. 6-time WIAC Coach of the Year. Of course, won an NCAA championship in 2013 and was a first-team All-American and NCHA Player of the Year at Eau Claire. Was a Player of the Year in the 94-95 season and played more than 500 pro games in the American Hockey League, the International Hockey League, and the United Hockey League. Again, for Matt Lone, the head coach of the Blue Golds, assisted by Paul Frank and for Bob Thorpe. For the Pointers of UW Stevens Point, Eli Billing gets the start number 28 on the year, 17-6-3, a 2.19 goals against average, and a save percentage of 90.8%. Eli's goals against average up now to 25th in the country. He was down near 70 back in November, so incredible progress made here by Eli Billing. The senior defensemen are Drew McLean, 6'1", 190, and a senior out of Waterford, Michigan. Danny Corrali, 6'1", 190, and a senior out of Glendale, Arizona. Up front, Austin Kelly, 5'8", 185, and a senior out of Toledo, Ohio. The right wing, Brennan Miller, 6'3", 210, and a senior out of Keller, Texas. Colin Raver is the left wing, 6'3", 185, and a junior out of Bartlett, Illinois. Pointers coach Tyler Krieger is in his third season and carries a record of 78, 12, and 8. That's a .837 winning percentage there. Stevens Point leads the all-time series with the Blue Golds, 83, 36, and 9. They're unbeaten in 6, going 5-0-1, and in the last 14 games are 10-1-3, 4-2-1 all-time in the WIAC tournament. The Pointers in their 6th championship appearance, 3-2 overall, 6th straight championship appearance, and the 4th against Eau Claire. The Blue Golds 2-2 all-time in the WIAC championship game. We will take a break. When we come back, we'll get you this opening face-off, Pointers and Blue Golds in the WIAC championship on the Pointers Sports Network.
On tap. That's right, 38, including all of your favorites, an awesome selection of microbrews and craft beers featuring some of the finest beers brewed right here in Wisconsin. If you're hungry, you'll find out firsthand why Goose was voted the best burger and best fish fry in Portage County. Before or after Pointers hockey or anytime, stop into Goose on Main, just minutes away on Main Street, downtown Stevens Point.
Stevens Point Orthopedics.
Is this the new clinic that used to be the old clinic that's gone?
Yes, sir. We are the old clinic. We just changed our name to Stevens Point Orthopedics.
No more old one?
No, sir.
So how can you be the old one and the new one, too?
How can I help you?
Well, the old clinic did a great job giving me a new knee. Can this new clinic do the same thing with my old knee?
Sir, we are the old one.
Knee?
No, clinic. And I'm sure you won't notice a difference in how well we'll take care of you.
StevensPointOrtho.com, formerly Klasinski Clinic. Nothing's changed except the name.
Really like the old one.
UWSP Athletics partners with BSN Sports, the largest provider of team sports equipment and apparel in the country. Pointers and BSN would like to thank all the coaches on and off the field. While BSN Sports is the best at equipping athletes, coaches are the best at equipping lives, and that's the real final score. Learn more at bsnsports.com.
All right, back here at KB Willard Arena. Tom Weaver ready to roll with you here. WIC Championship game presented by Culver's. Welcome to Delicious. Sean Hauser, Nick Biondic ready to go as the referees. Justin Easterly, Jordan Watson. Same crew Pointers had last weekend against River Falls. I thought they did a fantastic job of letting them play. And at this time of the year, that's what matters here. Is if you look at Eau Claire, not a power play has not been their strength for the year, but we will see. As Coach Krieger said, he feels their strength goaltending in their forwards. And Stevens Point will keep hammering away. Unbeaten for the Pointers in 15 games. That's the third longest streak currently in the country, with a 9-game winning streak rolling in. The Blue Golds have won 2 after dropping their regular season finale to UW River Falls. That's why we are here at KB Willard Arena. Co-conference champions, Pointers got the number 1 bid based on the 2-0-1 record during the regular season. Scoreboard watching, NCHA game at Arrington Arena. Adrian, in the first 5 minutes of the second period, has tallied a goal, and they lead St. Norbert by a score of 1-0. Trinity won earlier today over Hamilton. Wesleyan upsets the host Williams in the NESCAC in overtime 3-2. So that means it is Trinity and Wesleyan for the NESCAC championship, an automatic bid tomorrow. If you're a Pointer fan, or Eau Claire for that matter, Trinity, you got to root for them to get it. All right, Austin Kelly steps to center ice with John Richards. We are set to go. Opening faceoff is brought to you by Miller Lite. Pointers look to dump it back in, but right out of the get-go, a little miscue. Now McLean feeds it to Colin Raver here on the near side. Raver to Brennan Miller back the other way for the Pointers. Miller sends it deep behind the net. Adam Parcells back to get it. Adam Parcells, local kid. Nick Teckel also in the lineup. Kellen Theraldson in for Stevens Point. All those graduates of Wausau West right up the road here. All right, it is off the glass. Glove down by Drew McLean. First team all-conference man there. Pointers, big collision coming in. Bounced aside there, Zach Diamond. First team all WIAC goaltender Eli Billing got honorable mention. We'll get to those a bit later on. Carter Rue hauled down in the play. Back the other way comes Scott Munro with it. Munro will send it deep, a bouncing puck that goes wide into the far corner. Big hit there. Stephen Qualiata after it for Stevens Point, rims it around, and Stevens Point will get it. Jordan Fader sends it ahead. Boy, giving a rough ride here for Eau Claire is Steen Cooper. He's down slow right in front of the Eau Claire bench. Blue Gold's back the other way. They look to send it deep. We should get a whistle and an icing call. Nope, they don't. So Qualiata dumps it back to Tristan Conrad in the near corner. Conrad to Fader on the near side. Blue Gold's force it free, trying to center it. They try to jam it in front. Nothing there. Packed house here at KB Willett Arena, with a ton at stake for these two teams. Qualiata ahead to Fader on the near side. Into the neutral zone it goes. Logan Von Ruden will send it back in. And it is dumped back in. Stevens Point trying to bust Luke McElhaney out the other way. McElhaney coming. Shot. Diamond to save. Rebound. Poked free. Went wide to the side of the net. Dug out. They bring it back out high to Orgel. Orgel cross ice to Ashley. He'll send it to the net and goes wide back. Spinning shot there. They jam it in front, trying to poke it out of midair. Blue Golds end up with it, and back the other way they come. Stanton with it ahead around Wes Ashley, goes into the near corner. Ashley knocked off the play on the near side. Simon Sagasor will come in to try to get it. Now it's carved out of there by Nick Teckel of the Warriors. And I should say, former member of the Warriors, now with the Blue Golds. Another one of the Wausau Westers here tonight. Up the near side, Ryan Orgel with it. He'll try to backhand it up. Held in at the point by Charlie Wyand. It's jammed off there, and Eau Claire will send it deep and get a change. Sagasor forces a turnover, fires a shot, turned aside, and Eau Claire trying to put the jam on here along the near boards. McElhaney will get it and cover it up. Luke McElhaney for the Pointers, an all WIAC selection. Through the neutral zone it goes, all the way back down. 17.5 to go in the first period. We are still scoreless here from Willett Arena. Blue Golds bring it behind their own net. Jared Broman will look to bring it out, chips it off the glass. Jake Tice got a piece of it there for the Pointers. He'll chip it ahead to Logan Fredericks off the far wall. He'll carry it in. Fredericks spun a defender down. Brandon McReynolds with it. Looks to center, instead chips it toward the far corner. Now hammered at there by the Blue Golds, and they'll get it free. Parcells skates away with it. He'll put the brakes on behind the net. McReynolds knocks it away from him. Tice with it, trying to go to Fredericks, and then tried to come out high with it. Instead, Tice sends it deep, just missed McReynolds in front of the net. Eau Claire will get it, and they'll send it the length of the ice. Nope, this is off Drew McLean. Corrali back to get it, and he'll wheel back behind the net. Dumps it to McLean. McLean cuts near side. Drew McLean, rink-wide pass ahead. Danny Corrali going to join the play. Around in the far side, lost an edge. Blue Golds try to send it ahead. Qualiata will get it. Qualiata coming up on a potential record for the Pointers. Chips it to the far side. We'll get to more of that in a minute. Miller clears it off far wall. Bresser after it. Blue Golds may have a 2-on-1. Tristan Conrad, a good job to thwart that on the far side, but Richards gets it and brings it deep. Qualiata will pick him up in the far corner and chip to the half wall on the far side. Eau Claire out high, misplayed. Jumped over the stick of Austin Redders. Saw Austin's dad, Jared Redders, here, a former Pointer alum back in the late 80s, early 90s championship teams here. Said, now here's a turnover. Miller feeds it far side. Qualiata shot to goal. Stephen Qualiata with a goal. Ties the all-time school record for goals by a defenseman with his 11th of the year. 16:50 to go in the first. It's 1-0 Stevens Point. So a record-tying goal for Stephen Qualiata. Kevin Fricke in the 98-99 season, he's come even with him. Also, his pair of goals last weekend put him ahead of former Pointer Tim Coughlin. So that's his 24th career goal. The record is 26 by Mick Kempfer. We'll see. 1-0 Stevens Point as they strike first. Parcells sends it ahead, and the Pointers dump it back in. 21st of 28 games the Pointers have scored first. Now here's a turnover sent in deep by the Blue Golds. Orgel back to get it. He'll shove it ahead for Wes Ashley. Ashley at the half wall on the far side. Carter Rue in to help out there. So Qualiata with the opening goal. Around on the near side, and Jordan Fader with it. Hammers a player into the near boards. Eau Claire comes away with it, and now it's dragged up into the near side. Rue after it along with Orgel. Fader will poke it out in the near side. Back near the Eau Claire blue line. They'll send it ahead off the stick of Nathan Dingman and deep. Pointers reverse it back to the far side for Ryan McKellar. McKellar, two defenders to him, lobs it ahead for Kelly O'Brien, just out of his reach. D-to-D pass clears the zone, and now Eau Claire will ice the puck here. It'll go down the length of the ice, 15:24 to go here in the first. And Stevens Point with a 1-0 lead here in this WIAC championship game. So, let us see here. We'll try to get the details. Qualiata with his 11th of the year is the goal from Brennan Miller and Austin Kelly at 3:45 of the first period. 15:24 to go here in the first. A 1-0 lead for Stevens Point. McElhaney for Stevens Point. Now to Kelly O'Brien behind the net. Zach Zeck with it around to the near corner. Zeck an all-first WIAC teamer as well. Zeck to the side of the net. Too hot for him to handle. Tried to bounce it to Kelly O'Brien. Behind the net. Zeck out of midair. Whacks at it and gets it to O'Brien. Back to Zeck. It'll squirt. Corrali pinching it on the far side. He'll flip it deep again. O'Brien with it on the near side. Looks to center. Nothing there. Blue Golds get a body on it there. Chipped up on the near side. McLean will jump that play. O'Clair trying to dig it out, and they get around. Might be a 2-on-1, but Corrali, beautiful job to play it. He'll go ahead for Zeck to the middle. O'Brien splits two defenders coming in front, shot. Oh, he's taken down in the play. Goes wide, couldn't get a shot off. Had the net, couldn't get it. Out high to Corrali, shot pinballing side of the net. O'Clair will get it. Back the other way, Matt Stanton. Stanton strides to center ice. He'll cut it in the right wing. Spun off by McLean into the near boards. Corrali there to get it. Corrali behind the net. Chips it for McElhaney on the far side. McElhaney took a lick. Here's McReynolds back the other way, one-on-one. McReynolds trying to get free. Had it wiped off of his stick, and O'Clair is able to go back and get it. Austin Redder's after it, and he'll come back. 14:15 to go in the first. 1-0 Stevens Point. Long outlet pass ahead into the zone. Tyler Tomberlin, Pointer bench, howling that he was offsides, but no call there, and a slashing call coming up here. Tristan Conrad slashed the stick out of Cole Pascas's hands. Stevens Point with the first penalty of the night, and it is O'Clair that will head to the power play with 14:09 to go here in the first period. Blue Gold power play, 11 of 84, 13.1%. That is 70th in the country. Pointer penalty kill, 68 of 81, 84%, 29th in the country. Shots on goal, 3-2 in favor of the Pointers. And a 1-0 lead here, but the Blue Golds heading to the power play as they have it out high. Scott Munro back. Austin Kelly. Bouncing puck comes through. Brendan Miller will get it. He's going to drag it into the near corner and get it to Wes Ashley. A backhander up but not out. O'Clair trying to center it. Sagasor sends it out high to the near side. Munro. Cross ice to Parcells. He'll come in, walks around Miller, rifles a shot. That's deflected on the way through, up into the netting. We'll get a whistle and out of play. Adrian has added another goal here, almost at the midway point of the second period. So they now lead St. Norbert 2-0, and we're keeping an eye on many of those games out east here. And Geneseo and Oswego in the SUNYAC championship game tied at 1. Again, if you're tuning in either for the Blue Golds or the Pointers, you need all those top seeds to take as many of those automatic bids as you can. Minute 40 to go here in the power play for the Blue Golds. 13:48 to go in the first period. Drew McLean will get to it, rattles it around the boards. It'll come to Brennan Miller. Miller on the near side waits and gloves it with a backhander up. Munro gloves it down. Miller now forces Parcells off it. Two Blue Golds run into each other here on the near side, and then they get control of it across the red line and dump it in. Corrali will blast it, kicked at McElhaney. Shorthanded 2-on-1. McElhaney with McKellar. Back the other way. McElhaney waits, puts the brakes on, tries to get loose, and forced wide by the Blue Golds there, and a good back check, and the shot goes wide. Minute 10 remaining on the power play. Eau Claire back behind their own net. 13:10 to go here in the first period. Up ahead, it's Austin Redders will kick it ahead. Matt Stanton walking through dishes. They tried to go back to Stanton in front, but Corrali broke that up. It's forced back behind the Pointer net. Derek Hammer spinning around, brings it out high, and half wall on the far side, Andrew McGlynn. McGlynn down deep, looks to get it back off the wall, far side Redders. He'll play it back to the near side to Charlie Wyan. Shot fired, glove down in front of the net, bouncing puck, watch out here. Blue Golds with it, they get possession of it, fire a shot, that hit another body in front. Orgel with it, trying to get it free. McElhaney will get it and dump it the length of the ice. 30 seconds remaining in the Pointer power play, 10:35 to go here in period number 1. Stevens Point a 1-0 lead. Trying to kill off this initial Blue Gold power play. Ahead with some steam, a pass to Zach Kennedy. He's thumped off the play on the near side. Blue Golds dig it out. Kennedy back toward the front of the net. They look to center it. McGlynn with a shot. Billing with a save. Ashley to the rebound. Boards it around, and it goes down the length of the ice again. Boy, this crowd is into it, that is for sure. I know limited tickets still available at the door, but not many. Near side Pointers bang it free. Now they'll send it up ahead. Pointers back at full strength. Orgel will bring it back. to Qualiata, and they will set up here. Now Qualiata threw it right in the midsection of Zach Kennedy, trying to center it out in front of the net. It'll come to Bresser on the near side. Bresser overskated it. Now they turn, fire a shot. Glove save made by Eli Billing, and he will hang on. 11:52 to go in the first period. So for Eau Claire, Jake Bresser named to the first team All-WIAC, Adam Parcells on defense, and Zach Diamond. For Stevens Point, it is Luke McElhaney and Drew McLean, along with Zach Zeck, named to the first team. Honorable mention for Logan Van Ruden and Andrew McGlynn, as well as John Richards. Stephen Qualiata on the honorable mention list as well. Blue Golds jam it in front of the net. Billing fights that off. And sent deep, and the pointer is able to clear it out. Far side, Monroe coming. 2-on-1 coming back. They come back. Bresser with the shot. Pad save made by Eli Billing. Boy, oh boy. Jake Bresser had a wide open net. Could not get the puck off the ice. Butterfly diving pad save by Billing. He covers and hangs on. 11:39 to go here in the first. We'll get a face-off in the Eau Claire end. What a save by Eli Billing here on Jake Bresser. Corrali wraps it around. Brennan Miller will set it up, and he took a licking. Got it ahead, though, to Colin Raver. He's knocked off the puck right near the blue line, spun around, and a whistle and an offsides. 11:31 to go here in the first period. 1-0 is the Stevens Point lead here. If you're just joining us, Stephen Qualiata tying a program record with his 11th goal of the year. That ties the record for the most goals by a defenseman in a single season with 11. All right, face-off just outside the Eau Claire blue line on the far side. Parcells rink wide for Monroe. Fredericks intercepts that and dumps it back in. Shots on goal are actually 5-3 in favor of the Blue Golds, but it's 1-0 Stevens Point. Tice hammers it loose, but it jumps to Derek Hammer. Hammer coming around. Hammer up. Qualiata plays that and prevents it nicely, and now they'll get it. Qualiata back near his own blue line. Skates out of it, gets it to McReynolds. He'll send it ahead to Tice on the far side, to Fredericks in the middle. He'll get some speed, gets around Parcells, backhanded shot, rattles around on Diamond, but he's able to hang on. 11:02 to go here in the first period. It is a 1-0 lead here for Stevens Point. Face-off will come to the right side, the left side of Zach Diamond. All right. Off the face-off, cleared out off the glass here by the Blue Golds. Down the length of the ice, right to Eli Billing. He'll waffle it ahead with the paddle. Got it to Zach Zeck. Zeck stepping across the red line. He will fire it deep. Sent around. Wes Ashley holds it in at the blue line, dumps it back in. Zeck will give chase here. Zeck got a stick on it for a minute. It's a stick down in the far corner. Was one of the Blue Gold defenders able to pick it up. Back the other way comes Eau Claire. Tyler Tomberlin with it. Long shot in. That's blocked by Ryan Orgel. Comes loose on the near side ahead. McElhaney back in the other way with O'Brien. McElhaney waiting. Orgel joins the play. They try to send it through him. He'll float it through back on the near side. Blue Gold defender ends up down in the play. And they're able to get it, and ahead they go. Sagasor in the zone. Far corner goes Corrali. He will wait and pull back. Boy, Eau Claire, you thought they were coming full bore there, and then they back off. Now here's a turnover by the Pointers out high in their own end. Zeck able to poke it out, and McKellar takes a pop, but got it back deep to McLean. McLean cross ice to Corrali. He'll weave through the neutral zone, comes in on the right wing. It is Danny Corrali, looks to center. He'll jam it right in front of the net. Blue Golds got a stick on it, and now they'll flip it the length of the ice. Let's see if it goes far enough for icing. Ooh, Sean Hauser, the referee, took a rough ride on the far side. He's an Eau Claire native, by the way. Now lives in the Duluth area. Now turnover, kicked loose again. Here comes Cole Paskus. Paskus coming, drag shot. Corrali blocked the shot, jammed at the rebound. That's fought off. Corrali hammers him into the end board and kicks it free to his defense mate Drew McLean for the moment. Before Jordan Fader steps in, back the other way come the Pointers. McKellar a pass ahead, just out of the reach of Carter Rue. Scott Munro will send it back deep here for Eau Claire. 9:25 to go in the first. A 1-0 lead for Stevens Point. Fader bumps it on the far side. Eau Claire gets possession of it, hits off, and it comes bouncing through bodies here. Stevens Point will get it. McElhaney ahead for Raver. Raver digs it free. Miller will bring it up. Brendan Miller with some speed. Cuts to the far side. Shot. That's blocked by the Blue Golds' Adam Parcells. Now turnover. Raver will get a piece of it. Shoves it back toward the front of the net. Kelly lifts his stick. Miller with a shot. Save made by Diamond. Rebound up high to the near corner. Eau Claire turns it over right in front of the net. Shot and a goal! Terrible turnover by the Blue Golds. Popped right in front of the net to Brendan Miller. It's his 10th of the year. 8:56 to go in the first. 2-0 Stevens Point. Relentless forecheck pressure by the Pointers. And Brennan Miller with his 10th of the year bangs it home. And Stevens Point has a 2-goal lead here, 8:56 to go here in the first period. Boy, squirted right out in front, Brennan Miller. Able to hammer it past Diamond easily, and it's a 2-0 lead for Stevens Point. Ahead it goes. Stevens Point up the wall on the far side. Austin Redders will get a piece of it, jam it around. Wes Ashley for Jake Tice, too far. Blue Gold send it back in front of the net. Qualiata turned over here, shot fought off by Billing. Rebound to the far side. Here's Tristan Conrad with it ahead. Tice out of his reach, but here comes Logan Fredericks. Couldn't quite get to the dots. Whistle and an icing call. 8:29 to go here in the first. Stevens Point with a 2-0 lead here. Norwich has a 2-0 lead over Hobart. And the New England Hockey Conference, those teams are pretty much interchangeable. Really doesn't matter because right now in the pairwise ranking, Norwich is 2, Hobart is 3. So both those teams are going to get in. All right, off the faceoff, Stevens Point is able to fight it off the far wall. St. Thomas and Concordia, Minnesota in the west here, scoreless. Stevens Point in the forecheck again. Here comes Fredericks. Fredericks ahead to Zach Zeck. Just out of his reach. Blue Golds break that one up, and they'll try to poke it back the other way. Poked around up on the far side now. Jared Vroman with it. Vroman sends it deep into the near corner. He'll get to it first on the half wall here, and then flips it up into the netting, and we'll get a whistle. 7:58 to go here in the first period. Stevens Point with first period goals here by Stephen Qualiata and Brennan Miller in this WIAC championship game have a 2-0 lead. All right, so Adrian and St. Norbert nearing the end of the second period. Adrian still a 2-0 lead there. Zach Zeck wins the draw, gets it back to Wes Ashley. Ryan Orgel ahead to Luke McElhaney, another step in. McElhaney backhands it last second. That got fought off by Eau Claire behind the net. They loop a pass ahead. Wes Ashley will get there. Ashley, a defender behind him, jammed it up on the near side. O'Brien is able to clear it out. Blue Golds are deep in the zone. That prevents Zach Kennedy from sending it in. Now he'll get it deep behind Wes Ashley, but Wes will close the gap there, rattles it around the boards. McElhaney on the far side. McElhaney zips it to O'Brien on the left wing. He'll bring it in, looks to center, near corner, jam right in front of the net. And Wes Ashley had his stick tied up. McElhaney back covering on defense. It's a 3-on-2 for Eau Claire. Zach hustling to come back. They'll fire a shot. What a shot blocked by McElhaney. He goes to O'Brien. They have a 2-on-1 back the other way. Here's Zach coming in, leaves it to Wes Ashley, firing a shot. Blocker to side by Diamond into the near corner. Player down as Zach tied up to the side of the net. Still tied up. Eau Claire will get it, and they'll stride out into the neutral zone, fighting his way to the red line. Riley McVeigh, check it. It's John Richards. Richards near corner, centers it off the side of the net, jamming at it. Billing trying to hold it up and tie it up. Now he'll get down. Knocked down in the play, and Corrali tied up to the side of the net as Eli Billing finally freezes the puck to the side of the net. And we get a whistle. And right in front of the student section here a little bit. And Eli Billing knocked down in the play. Having a word with Sean Hauser here. 6:51 to go here in the first. And if you're just joining us, my partner Sean McMahon was with us early, dealing with a family issue here. So we hope to get him back. So you're stuck with me here from KB Willett Arena. And of course, we hope things are okay with him and back soon. All right, Pointers will change lines here. 6:51 to go here. Shots even at 6 apiece. Stevens Point has blocked 6 shots here so far. All right, wrapped around, Danny Corrali. Corrali now to Carter Rue. Steen Cooper jams it in there. Blue Golds leave it back far side. Von Ruden with a shot. Save made by by Eli Billing. And a save made, cleared out. Here comes Ryan McKellar on the right wing. McKellar gets it deep, or tried to get it deep, but it ricocheted off one of the Blue Golds, and a big hit put down there by Logan Von Ruden, but the puck squirts free to Jordan Fader. Off the glove of Zach Diamond to the far corner. McKellar tries to get there. Qualiata dueling with a backhand to get it. McKellar will jam it into the near corner in the Eau Claire end. And up around it goes to the far side. It is Cole Paskus for Eau Claire clearing it out. Tristan Conrad will get it. On the red line on the near side, Diamond out to cut it off behind the net. Jake Tice goes back there to try to jam it free. Conrad had a piece of it. It just hopped around Logan Fredericks on the near side and comes back out. Tristan Conrad back, long outlet pass ahead, gets it to Tice in the zone. Tice coming, centering pass, Fredericks, a redirect right in on Diamond. Hit him right in the chest. He's able to get down and cover it up. 5:52 to go here in the first. Of course, we've been talking about the men's playoff picture, women's playoff picture. River Falls today beats Eau Claire in overtime 2-1. But both of those teams are in pretty good shape here as Eau Claire and River Falls 3 and 4 in the pairwise rankings. They take 3 Pool C bids on the women's side. We'll get some more scores for you and run down the possibilities coming up. Bouncing puck comes, dug free by Max Stanton, but boy, Danny Corrali with an unbelievable recovery to prevent Stanton going back the other way, 2-on-none with Nick Teckel. Rink wide pass again, McReynolds gloves it down through the neutral zone, back at center ice again. This is off one of the Blue Golds. Should be an icing call, yes. Whistle and an icing call against Eau Claire here. 5:31 to go here in period number 2. Stevens Point with a 2-0 lead. Very good start. Looks like they are getting toward the late stages of the second period. And Geneseo State now a 3-1 lead over Oswego. And that's another number 1 seed. And with good news there. Off the draw, comes all the way down the length of the ice, and this will be another icing call against the Blue Golds with 5:23 to go here in period number 1. Stevens Point with a 2-0 lead here. If you're just joining us, Stephen Qualiata, his first goal ties the record for most goals by a defenseman in a single season with 11 and ekes him closer to the program record. That's off the draw. We'll touch more on it in a minute. Corrali with a shot. Diamond with a save, left a juicy rebound. O'Brien has a stick held in front of the net. Couldn't get to the rebound as he was jammed off on a check there. Side of the net, in on Eli Billing. He'll hold on. We don't get the opportunity to see records broken so much. You know, those teams in the 80s and early 90s, I think the 89, the first national championship team for the Pointers, played 43 games. So a lot of those point total things, Tanner Carty with the Pointers, winning a national championship a year ago, broke the record for game-winning goals. So records like that coming around are awfully difficult to mount. All right, off the shot block here by Ryan McKellar. Comes out of the zone, 5 minutes to go here in period number 1. Stevens Point has jumped to a 2-0 lead. Blue Golds with it ahead again. Through center ice, finally it comes through to Zach Kennedy. He'll get it deep. Ryan Orgel, the first to get there, and what do we have? Ryan McKellar with a penalty call behind the play, or played with a high stick. Or is it a penalty? It is Carter Rue going off actually on a penalty, and the Blue Golds will head to the power play here. 4:55 to go, a high sticking call here against Ryan McKellar will send Eau Claire to their second power play here of the night. Face off to the left side of Eli Billing. Pointers with a 2-0 lead. And off the draw, Stevens Point tried to clear it out, but held in by Parcells. Right back to Orgel. He'll get it, and this time Orgel able to get it down the length of the ice. 4:40 to go here in the first period. Stevens Point a 2-0 lead. Carter Rue in the box on a high sticking call. It's center ice turned over. Brendan Miller with a stick check back the other way. 2-on-1 with Fader. Miller coming, defender coming down, tries to jam it. Backhanded shot, save made by Diamond. Scramble in front of the net. Pointers got to get back the other way. 3-on-2 developing. Parcells flips it far side for Bresser. Bresser with speed comes toward the front of the net. Eli Billing fights it off with a stick. He's lost his glove. Got to get it back now. Redders comes through, fires a shot, misses the upper corner. Parcells at the far point. He'll hold it in, sets it up half wall on the far side to John Richards. Back to Parcells, cross ice to Redders. Bouncing puck that he can't handle. Now it is Bresser on the near side, poked away. Fader got a stick on it, back to Bresser. Between the legs pass to Bresser, to Redders out high. Now it's Parcells coming in, shot fired. Billing got a piece of that. I think Simon Sagasor got a piece of it. Ryan Orgel will get it. It'll go off the far boards and down the length of the ice. 50 seconds remaining on the second Blue Gold power play of the night. 3:40 to go here in the first period. Austin Redders strides ahead at center ice. McLean comes out to challenge it, and he'll get it. Pointers feed it back to the near wall, and Eau Claire back to cover up again. 30 seconds remaining in the man advantage. They'll go all the way back in their end. Set up the breakout here. Rotating behind his own net is Redders. Up ahead, McElhaney forces the turnover. He'll look to dangle it out back in front of the net. Gets it back. McElhaney trying to throw it in front for McKellar. McElhaney still after it behind the net and comes around to the near side. Charlie Wyand after it. He'll skate it on the right wing and bring it all the way in the zone. Wyand sends it deep to the far corner. Jousting for it there is Austin Kelly, but it's held in by the Blue Golds on the near side. Charlie Wyand with a shot. Redirect in front of the net. That Matt Stanton was there, and off his stick up into the netting, and then Stanton standing nose to nose with Eli Billing there. And we'll get a whistle with 3 seconds remaining here on the power play for the Blue Golds. 2:58 to go here in the first period, and Stevens Point still a 2-0 lead. All right, face off to the left side of Eli Billing. Rattles around, Pointers back at full strength. Raver ahead to Austin Kelly. He will get the puck deep. Diamond sticks it down, almost sticked it right to Jake Tice. Tice now goes back, tries to take it away behind the net. Raver coming out, and puck loose at center ice. Onto the stick of Steen Cooper in. Cooper circling with it. He'll set up out high on the far side. Looks to center it, comes back through. Zek with it. Off the body of one of the Pointers, kept alive by Cole Pasca. Shot fired. Billing with a save, and he covers up with no rebound. Boy, it kicked off a couple of bodies, and the Blue Golds, another quality chance turned aside here by Eli Billing. And 2.5 minutes to go here in the period. We'll get a face-off to the right side of Eli Billing. Conrad out-muscled for it. Eau Claire brings it up to Parcells on the near side. He'll look to launch it. Instead brings it back to Monroe. Shot through traffic. Comes out to the side of the net. Blue Golds with a backhander. Fought in the goal. Did it go in? Yes. Fought off from a bad angle. I think it may have deflected off a pointer, and the Blue Golds get on the board. 2:17 to go here in the first. That is a big, big goal for UW-Eau Claire, as somehow they managed to wire it up, and boy, Eli Billing is not happy with himself. Tough break there. Over his shoulder into the net, popped right back out. We'll see who gets credit for the scoring here, but 2:17 to go in the first. Blue Golds get on the board. All right, off the face-off, Drew McLean back with it. Boy, he's got trouble here. Bresser tried to dig it free from him. Now the Pointers will get it. Corrali comes ahead. Ryan McKellar to center ice. He'll send it in. Blocker to side there by Zach Diamond. Pointers go back behind the net. Love to get it right back here if you're Stevens Point. Takes a bounce away from Jordan Fader, but goes right to Ryan McKellar. Now Fader will get it. Buys it up on the far side. Shot off the side of the net. Blue Golds get to the rebound. Monroe back behind it. What do we have? Whistle and a penalty call, I think, coming up against the Blue Golds. An interference call here. 1:51 to go here in the period. Stevens Point will go to the Guzan Main power play, as it's the defenseman Adam Parcells takes the box on an interference call. Guzan Main, nearly 40 beers on tap, a complete menu, and a wide variety of burgers, wraps, soups, and salads. Of course, an awesome Friday fish fry. It's Guzan Main, 1140 Main Street in downtown Stevens Point. Stevens Point on the power play, 23 of 118, 19.5%, 33rd in the country. Eau Claire trying to get to it. Qualiata near side around him, and Drew McLean comes back to get it. Nothing there. Pointers on the power play here late in the period. Especially important here if the Blue Golds have gotten on the board. Qualiata far side to Zek, feathers it ahead for Qualiata, and Zek keeps it, now turns it over. McLean back to Zek on the far side, they get it deep. McElhaney back to Zek. Zek tied up from behind, has his stick tied up, and Eau Claire will get it, and they will lift it to down the length of the ice. Minute 16 remaining. Here comes Drew McLean. He'll bring it, feeds it far wall to Qualiata, the D leading the play here, and it comes around again. And still loose in the far corner, coming up on a minute to go here in the period. Eau Claire will get it. This is Charlie Wyand. He'll wrap it around the boards and sends it down the length of the ice. Stevens Point trying to put some pressure on. Fredericks at center ice with Miller. Miller on the far side trying to get free for a shot. He'll carry it to the far corner. Now chips it back to Orgel, but hopped over his stick. So it is Kelly O'Brien back to get it. And O'Brien leaves it near side. Corrali will cycle. 36 seconds to go here in the period. Corrali brings it back to Orgel. Watch out here, Pointers. Now Eau Claire will back off, so Orgel will get it. He'll feed it ahead to Fredericks right up the middle. He'll cut it in the far side. 20 seconds to go in the period. Fredericks jammed up in the far corner by Redders. Fredericks shoves him down. Corrali pokes it out high to Orgel. Nice job to hold it in. Cross ice to O'Brien. Too hot for him, but he'll redirect it toward Brennan Miller in the near corner. 10 seconds to go in the period. Fredericks and Miller trying to bang it loose. It'll come out high. Eau Claire Sagasor will get it. He'll put his head down. Coming. He'll feed it, and that will do it here for the opening 20 minutes. Stevens Point will have 8 seconds remaining on their Guzan main power play to begin period number 2. But more importantly here, Stevens Point comes out of the first period here with a 2-1 lead as Eau Claire, boy, that's a big goal toward the end of the period to get them on the board and cut the deficit to 1. So, great start here for these two teams. Lots of energy. Shots on goal end up even up. So, shots even here at 9 apiece here through 20 minutes here coming back through. So, as we are joined here by Pointer assistant coach Ethan Strong. Live and in color there, Coach.
Yeah, I can.
Great start for your fellas here tonight. You happy
that was
with the
good.
start here?
Yep, very, very happy. I mean, the goal was a little bit of a breakdown in our D zone, but I think it's something we can definitely fix. So we just got to keep rolling.
Boy, in a game like this, as big as it is to come out, get the crowd going in your favorite, this is a great atmosphere, isn't it? Yeah,
it's awesome playing here at the Willet, and I mean, even I'm standing on the bench and I'm amped up and getting ready for it. So I know the guys are too. So
speed-wise here, you have some opportunities here.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Our game plan against these guys is always to attack their D. They're big, slow skating D, so that's our motto on this one right now.
MO. As a defenseman, Quags here ties the all-time record for most goals by a defenseman in a season.
Yeah, he's going to break that.
Something you're a little short on.
I am. I might be. I don't know if I even had 11 in my career here. I didn't.
Defense like that we saw last weekend, a couple of goals from the D-men here. Yeah. When you get that in the mix, that's a whole different animal for
exactly.
this team,
and when you're getting the scoring from different players in the top line, then that's you're rolling right now. So it's nice to see.
Boy, Eli was good in that period too.
He needed to be
big saves. Yep.
Yeah. I mean, when he's making those saves, it gives us a little bit more confidence, and you can feel it on the bench.
Yep. What's a couple things to get going a little better here in the second period?
I think we just need to take care of the puck through the neutral zone, especially at their blue line and our blue line. We got to make sure we get the pucks out at our blue line and get them in deep at theirs. So I think that's one little thing that we can fix, and it's going to make a big difference for us.
No need to put your hand on the panic button here. Just keep her cool too, right?
Yeah. Yep. Just keep playing.
Long way to go here. Got to keep playing.
Yeah. It's like I said to the D before the game. I said you only get this opportunity once, and you just got to make the most of it, and you just got to go out every shift at a time.
Lastly for you, your kill was really good in that period too.
Yeah, it was. Yep. We did a lot of practice with that this week, and I think it paid off there for us. We just got to keep that rolling and stay out of the box.
All right, Coach, thanks. Appreciate it.
Thanks. Where's your partner?
All right. Got a family issue going on here, so hopefully we'll get him back here, but we shall see. All right. 2-1 Stevens Point after 20 minutes. We'll take a break and we'll be back. You got to get things good in the championship here when you got to get the boss on the University-Eau network here. So eventually, it takes to know. Brad Duckworth going to join us. Some great things happening. We'll talk a little bit with him here. More importantly, Stevens Point a 2-1 lead after 20 minutes. We'll come back with our first intermission. This is Pointer Hockey on the Pointer Sports Network.
Marshfield Clinic Health System is making access to care easier, and we're making it easier to get care quickly in Stevens Point.
His sister dared him to put mac and cheese up his nose. Oh no! So, urgent care? Yeah, urgent care.
Urgent Care, now open in Stevens Point. Visit marshfieldclinic.org/Stevens Point to learn more.
Oh, Mom!
Your family's safety is important. And with winter driving coming, Sherrill Tire and Service can help. Sherrill Tire and Service Centers can help with new tires and a pre-season tune-up, so your entire vehicle is winter ready. Sherrill Tire and Service, Plover, Stevens Point, Weston, Wisconsin Rapids, Marshfield, and Medford. And online at SherrillTire.com.
Sherrill Tire and Service.
UWSP Athletics would like to thank Century World, a valued sponsor of Pointers Athletics. Nestled in the heart of central Wisconsin, Century World is a great place to hold your next event. With breathtaking facilities coupled with a wide variety of packages and amenities to deliver an exceptional experience, and with an award-winning 18-hole golf course with rolling greens to the famous Flower Hole, Century World consistently ranks as one of the best destination golf courses in the nation. For more information, visit centuryworld.com.
All right, back here at KB Willen Arena, our first intermission. Tom Weaver on the Pointers Sports Network. Stevens Point, first period goals from Stephen Qualiata and Brennan Miller to lead it 2-1. Always nice when we get the boss in here. Brad Duckworth, UWSP Director of Athletics. How are you, sir?
I'm doing well.
There we go.
You got me? Okay.
Oh, we got you.
There we go.
Yeah, operator error, it's all me, and it's not you. So
hey, listen, it's probably my fault.
What an atmosphere we have here tonight, first
man.
and foremost. Big games like this just are made for this arena, and we've been blessed with a lot of them recently here, and this one living up to its billing so far.
It's a great – this community is just off the charts, right? I mean, in our student section, you can't get this anywhere else. And, I knew when we walked in and our ticket manager said you got 50 tickets left to go. I'm like, okay, we're back where we should be.
We're in good shape here.
Yep.
As you come through, boy, a lot of exciting things. Let's start with your women wrestlers here today. Jessica Rotier, a national championship at 170 pounds. They finished 8th. For a brand new program for you. Johnny Johnson has done a heck of a job for you, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's amazing.
Yeah.
And to see that idea, he walked into my office 20 months ago and said, because I said we're going to start a sport, I'm not sure what. And he said, women's wrestling's your answer. I said, what are you talking about? To go from there to a national championship, outside of my children, Bo and Bennett being born, I'm not sure that I could be more proud.
Yeah. And you were explaining to me earlier today, Jessica winning this championship is the first. It's not yet NCAA sanctioned, right? So it's a coalition that has come together to build the blocks to get it to the NCAA level. Is that a fair description?
Yeah, that's right. So
of what it is?
Women's wrestling needed to become an NCAA conference, or a conference made up of NCAA members, and that's what this is. The Women's Collegiate Wrestling Coalition is the national NCAA. We voted it as an emerging sport. It will be an NCAA sport next year, and this was a step, and Jess won a title, so it was amazing. Yeah, fun.
So, obviously exciting times. So, what are some of the things? Let's first touch upon. You got some help here. Megan Wilson has come aboard as your assistant athletic director here. Some familiar to Pointer fans who played women's basketball here, but she's gone on to work at other schools. I'm very happy to have her back home here as a Pointer, right?
Yeah, she's amazing, right? I mean, she worked at Platteville the last 10 years, but she's a national champ. She's a state champ, but a national champ.
Yeah.
She was an assistant coach here. Having her back, I can already feel it. My wife has already said, hey, you're home more. Well, that's because I got some help, and I have great help. Megan's amazing, and she's hit the ground running, and she's here tonight, and we're lucky. We're lucky to have her back.
Absolutely,
for sure.
and it's kind of I get the impression that your department is kind of, for lack of a better term, the sum of all parts here. There are folks you lean on here and there, but really it's everybody coming together for the both men and women's athletes that you have.
Yeah, we're significantly understaffed, but we have the greatest people in the business. Frank O'Brien still running around here. 21 years and then came back as an AD. He's a Hall of Famer.
I just like having Frank around the program because I can always say he's the only one who's been here around longer than me. So, it's always nice to have him.
I like him here. He's a Marine, right?
Exactly,
so when people screw up,
he's all business. Exactly. That's who you got to answer to.
Yeah, we have great people, Tom. You're one of them. Sean's one of them.
Yeah.
This whole thing, for being a Division III institution on a shoestring budget, you'd never know it. We have first-class people, first-class community, first-class in what you guys do. That's everybody in this community pulling this thing together, and it's a great venture for sure.
What do you see out there as kind of maybe the next thing's coming here, or what's your focus as you try to I think all the athletes here get a pretty good experience in general, no matter the sport. So, those things are good. But, kind of what's lingering ahead for this school?
Yeah, as everybody knows, the enrollment at UW Stevens Point is it's down.
Yeah.
We're down from where we were in 2013. I think, you'll see us grow. Women's wrestling was step one of that.
Yep.
There's several we've talked about, and I hope our listeners aren't writing this down saying, whoa, next year you're going to have these teams. But,
there you go.
Men's volleyball, men's golf, men's tennis, men's and women's lacrosse, women's bowling. Those are things that are easy adds for
Let's
us.
just talk about, that's the things all schools are talking about,
That's
too.
right.
It's not like it's, universal to just Stevens Point
Well,
here.
higher education's in a different spot,
It is,
and
very much
everybody's
so.
talking about this 2025 enrollment cliff that's coming. We all know that.
Yeah.
There's less 18-year-olds, and it's a 5-year gap in there. We're all going to have to do certain things to survive. We're no different. So we'll look to expand. We did announce this week that our chancellor's retiring. We do have 4 national championships under his watch, so that'll be a big hire for us. But over the next 8-9 months when we're together, we're going to put a strategic growth plan together.
And I think the other thing, too, is a change coming for the conference in the WIAC with Gary Karner retiring, a new commissioner coming, and, hopefully we'd like to see toward the top of the agenda getting another hockey team or a couple in here to get that automatic bid back. But, overall, I think from the Division III, WIAC widely respected as a great conference, but change there, no doubt, will maybe bring something different.
Yeah, it's something different. I will tell you this, though. In my 3.5 years at Point, almost 4, Gary Karner is the best in the business. There's no question about it. We are who we are a lot because of what he's done. So he's got, whoever comes in's got big shoes to fill. I think Gary'd be the first one to tell you new ideas are a good thing. A new direction and new thoughts of what we could do. Maybe some new relationships with hockey programs out there. A different angle on why we need that 7th member. And tonight's the perfect example. You have 2 great hockey teams playing. And if things don't go the right way across the country, these two teams could be watching next week. And and both of these teams arguably could win the national championship.
Absolutely.
So
not get in or win it all.
That's right. So we need to get that AQ, and Gary's been working on it, and I believe we'll get there.
Yeah. Well, Brad, thank you. We appreciate your support definitely, and boy, it's a fun time to be a Pointer here, and let's hope for 40 more solid minutes here, huh?
Well, Tom, I can never say this enough. You guys do a phenomenal job, and thank you from me and our department with the launch of the Pointer Sports Network. That's all you and the work that you've done and Sean's done, and so thank you very
universally,
much.
folks seem to enjoy it here, and it's a good delivery method for folks here, and I know I speak for Sean, who unfortunately had to duck out of here with a family issue, so we hope things are okay with him, but the way you guys treat us is a big reason why we keep kicking around here. So,
well, we appreciate you, and thank you, Tom.
Thank you. Thanks, Brad. Brad Duckworth, the Director of Athletics here at UW Stevens Point. We'll take a break. We'll come back and have more from Willett Arena. Stevens Point a 2-1 lead on the Pointer Sports Network.
Stevens Point Orthopedics.
Is this the new clinic that used to be the old clinic that's gone?
Yes, sir. We are the old clinic. We just changed our name to Stevens Point Orthopedics.
No more old one?
No, sir.
So how can you be the old one and the new one, too?
How can I help you?
Well, the old clinic did a great job giving me a new knee. Can this new clinic do the same thing with my old knee?
Sir, we are the old one.
Knee?
No, clinic. And I'm sure you won't notice a difference in how well we'll take care of you.
StevensPointOrtho.com, formerly Klasinski Clinic. Nothing's changed except the name.
Really like the old one.
Your next haircut now has a shortcut. Introducing the Sport Clips Haircuts app. That's right, now the cut you want is just a tap away. Just download the app, check in at your neighborhood Sport Clips, and choose your Guy Smart stylist, and you're done. We'll text you when your stylist is almost ready. Then head to Sport Clips for a championship haircut experience. It's home field advantage for your hair. No appointment needed. Just download the Sport Clips app and check in. And don't forget a beard trim. Sport Clips. You choose the cut, we cut the weight.
Bring home incredible internet, TV, and phone services with TDS Fiber. Register now at tdsfiber.com/radio. Enjoy cyber-spacious internet speeds up to 1 gig at your home or business. Plus, change the way you watch TV with our whole home DVR. Can't get that with cable. Powerful internet, premium services. Go to tdsfiber.com/radio to register, learn about bonus offers, and more. TDS Fiber available in certain areas. See website for details.
All right, back here at KB Willett Arena, Tom Weaver, along with, normally with my partner Sean McMahon, I guess, but again, Sean has ducked out here. We hope everything is okay with him, and we'll get your report as soon as we know. Score-wise, looking at the teams that are out there, the teams that you need for the WIAC advantage here. Adrian still leading St. Norbert 2-0. Norwich leading Hobart 2-0. Geneseo leading Oswego 3-1. and Utica leading Wilkes. They play a series, 2 games plus a mini game for the UCHC championship. Utica beat Wilkes 4-0 last night, so if that score holds on, about 2.5 minutes to go there, then Utica will punch a ticket. Norwich with about 7 minutes to go in the third, leading Hobart 2-0. And looks to be into the second period. St. Thomas and Concordia of Minnesota are scoreless. So that is how those games figure out there. Here, Stevens Point got on the board. As we recap our scoring here, Stephen Qualiata got Stevens Point on the board from Brennan Miller and Austin Kelly. I take that back. We will load Stephen Qualiata from Miller and Kelly at 3:45 of the first period. Stevens Point struck back then. About 6 minutes later, Brennan Miller. And again, for Stephen Qualiata, that's his 11th of the year. Ties the record for most goals by a defenseman in a single season with 11. And the most career is Mick Kempfer with 26. That's Qualiata's 24th career goal. Brennan Miller extended the lead at the 11:04 mark. For Brennan Miller, that's his 10th of the year. Assisted by Austin Kelly. It was 2-0, but then the Blue Golds, a big goal toward the end of the period, 17:43 mark. Zach Kennedy credited with the goal for the Blue Golds. And for him, that is for Zach Kennedy. That's his 5th goal of the season. It comes unassisted at 17:43 to get the Blue Golds on the board. Shots on goal even at 9. Stevens Point will have 8 seconds remaining here on a Guzan main power play with Adam Parcells off on an interference call. Off the draw, Colin Raver going to jam it right ahead, brings it in. He'll go backhand, forehand, and can't get a shot off. Up to the near side, Corrali waiting for it, doesn't get to him, so Eau Claire able to clear it out. They are back at full strength. McLean rattles it ahead, Pointers tup it in, and it will go in the far corner. Out to the side of the net, they ramble it around. McLean will get it, sends it toward the net. That's sent back the other way by Eau Claire. Back to McLean, goes deep to Kelly on the far side. Back out to McLean, he'll fire a shot, that goes wide. Caught the glass, and Corrali chips it back in front. Redirected in front, pad save made by Diamond as Kelly with a good screen there in front of the net. Now Eau Claire able to clear it out. Corrali back near his own blue line, he'll gather it in. Opening minute of play here in the second period. Zach Zeck chips it ahead. No icing call as it's in. Redders back to get it here for Eau Claire. McElhaney out of his reach. Eau Claire with it. He'll shove a pass ahead. Coming through on the near side, John Richards in. Kelly O'Brien on the back check works that loose. He'll get it ahead to Zeck, coming in with McElhaney. Zeck coming 3-on-2 out of his reach, just wide. Kelly O'Brien will get to it. He'll shove it back behind the net to Zeck. Off a body in front, comes bouncing through. Pointers will get it. Kelly O'Brien circling. O'Brien deep to Zeck, trying to go to McElhaney in front, turning, firing a shot. Jammed off his stick by Logan Von Ruden. Out high to Qualiata, fires a shot, hit a body, went wide. Zeck with it again. Zeck spinning to get free, dumps it to O'Brien behind the net. He'll kick it to his forehand, tried to shove it up the near wall, instead back to McElhaney in front, couldn't pull the trigger. Tristan Conrad hustling in to poke it towards Zeck. Now McElhaney with it again on the near side. O'Brien will cover over, he'll hold it into the half wall on the near side. McElhaney through a stick check, he'll get free, firing a shot, just missed, might have got part of the near post. Pointers try to center it, and it's John Richards back to get it. Richards fans on it. Zeck goes after it in the far corner. They pile up, and that allows Ryan McKellar to come away with it. Now it'll come right in front. Diamond tried to poke it up. Shot and a goal. No, it hit off the far post and came out. Oh, boy. Fader reaching for it in a three-car pile-up to the side of the net. Big hit on the far side. Conrad taken down, and that freed it up. Charlie Wyand around with it. Pointers on the forecheck here. Up ahead it goes. Bresser at center ice. Conrad around him. Fader will get it. He'll turn, try to dump deep for McKellar. Now it's scorched free to Carter Rue out high. Rue coming in. He's knocked down from behind on a good back check there by Cole Paskus. Paskus then to the left wing, comes through. He's knocked off, dragged through. Ryan Orgel with it, and the Blue Golds forced off sides in the play. We get a whistle. 17:41 to go here in period number 2. 2-1 is the Stevens Point lead. So, 17:41 to go. High shot in on Billing. He will hang on. So, A face-off to Eli Billing on the left side. 2-1 is the Stevens Point lead here. All right, looks like they are about 5 minutes into the third. Well, actually, it is frozen up on us here from Adrian. We'll get an update there. Long shot coming through. Billing with a save. Pointers carve it off to the near side to Jake Tice. Up ahead it goes. Eau Claire looks to send it back in. Much better pace looking for the Blue Golds here to start the second period. Centering pass broken off. Logan Fredericks will get it. Tried to scoop it wide. Adam Parcells took it away from him. Across the red line, he'll dump it in. Eli Billing had to jump over a stick. Bad angle shot in front of the net. And a defenseman in front of the net. And it comes up to Brandon McReynolds here on the near side. Pointers are off sides here as it comes right out in front of the Pointer bench. And then squirts free to Steen Cooper. Cooper ahead around a Pointer defenseman. That's Danny Corrali. He'll get back to get it. Corrali up the middle, and a very dangerous pass there. Comes out into the neutral zone. Now Sagasor coming through, try to get a shot, knocked off there. Fredericks will flip it to the near boards. He's going to try to race after it, but instead content to change here. Raver will come off the bench for the Pointers, tipped through the neutral zone into the zone onside by Eau Claire. Puck deep into the far corner. Corrali ties it up there for a minute. Eau Claire trying to poke it from between his legs, and it is Nick Teckel in the far corner. Teckel off the wall, long shot, pad save made by Billing. Rebound to the near side to Austin Redders. Just under 16 and a half to go in the second period. It is a 2-1 lead for Stevens Point. Corrali up, couldn't clear it. Out high it goes. This is Logan Von Ruden sending it back in. Redders chips it deep. Comes out to the side of the net, got hung up on the net. Raver back to it on the far side, scored it ahead. Corrali reaching for it. He'll try to come back with Brennan Miller. He'll feed it ahead to him. It hit one of the Blue Golds at center ice. Oh, up the middle they try to pass here, but Austin Kelly thwarted that one out from Zach Kennedy. Kennedy gives Kelly a rough ride. Bought the puck loose into the neutral zone toward Brennan Miller. Back to Tristan Conrad high in the Stevens Point end. He will pull up here. Now goes ahead. It ricochets off of Austin Kelly. The Blue Golds were off sides as it pinballed in, came right back out and back in. 15:49 to go here in the first. A 2-1 lead. St. Norbert has struck twice in the third to come even with Adrian at 2. That is one of the games both these teams keeping a major eye on, as you want Adrian to win that game and take the automatic bid. Off the face-off, fought away from Kelly O'Brien by the Blue Golds. Ryan Orgel wraps it around. Parcells holds it in. There's a shot block here by McElhaney, and then it kicks off of him. Does it go into the Eau Claire bench? No. It hits the glass and jumps to Ryan Orgel. Long lead pass ahead, tied up in the skate of Kelly O'Brien, far side. Wes Ashley got spun around, but Kelly O'Brien finishes off with a good back check there to free that up. To the end board it goes. Ryan Orgel giving a rough ride, but got it ahead. Luke McElhaney back to the middle. Here's Zach Zeck in with Kelly O'Brien. He'll come back in, looks to dump. Now Zeck rattles it down. Pass out to McElhaney. Bouncing puck that he had to try to chop out of midair and didn't get much on it. That went right to the stick of Jack Murphy, and he'll carry it in and dump it down with a backhander. McElhaney behind the net. Now Eau Claire tries to jam it short side, and a big hit here behind the net allows Drew McLean to get it. Jack Murphy taken down off the glass up into the rafters. Actually, we'll get a whistle. 14:52 to go here in the second period. And it is a 2-1 lead here for Stevens Point. All right, face off to the right side of Eli Billing. Shots even at 11. And Eau Claire wins it. They bring it out high. A one-timer goes to the far corner. Now they try to careen it in front. Backhand, it goes up over the top of the net. Out high it goes. Held in again. Another long shot. Hit a body again. Redirected backhander. That's smothered off by the Pointers. Comes out high, but not out. Eau Claire really controlling the play here. Coming. Shot and a goal. Absolute rip of a shot there from Andrew McGlynn. He beats Eli Billing. 14:34 to go. We're even at 2. Stevens Point unable to clear the puck. And after falling behind 2-0, Stevens Point has allowed Eau Claire to tie this game. So McGlynn will get it. And we are even at 2. Goodness gracious. All right. So Qualiata with it. Stevens Point have an answer. They get it in deep. It rolls in. Austin Redder is back to get it behind on the near side. And it's Logan Fredericks will get to it for Stevens Point and send it deep. Redders dances around. Nice job to get it out. Qualiata picks it up, but Eau Claire is able to bounce it off the near boards and out. Not sure why not an icing call here, but Conrad back to get it. Conrad around. Oh, it kicks out. Bad bounce out of the far corner. Pointers got to clear it. They can't. Turning shot kicked aside by Billing. Out of the far side where the Blue Golds come off on the door. It kicked right straight out and off a glove and back in. We'll get a whistle and an offsides. 14:01 to go. Well, new boards and glass here at Willett this year have been some interesting bounces after boards that have been here over 30 years and different bounces. One of the things in that far corner, which is now the Stevens Point defensive end, where the door opens, where Eau Claire comes in and off from their locker room. We've seen some interesting bounces, and one there went into the corner, came right straight back out, and Eau Claire with a prime chance. All right, Ryan Orgel with it, feeds it off the wall in the near side to McElhaney. He'll get it deep. Zek to the side of the net. Zek into the near corner for Kelly O'Brien. Nick Teckel able to get in front of him there for Eau Claire. Pointers, however, send it back deep to Zek. Zek zips it through far side, nobody there. Wes Ashley will get it. Ashley carries it to the near corner, a backhander there. Kelly O'Brien after it, and Eau Claire chipped it up. Here's a forecheck, though, by McElhaney. Dumps it to O'Brien. Shot went just wide. Now wraparound try, glove down by O'Brien to the near corner. O'Brien tried to shove it up. Orgel will send it back deep. It'll get to Zek. Zek out for McElhaney's side of the net. He'll get it. Wraparound chance. Oh, pushed it through, came right through to the near corner. Zek with it now, out high to Orgel. He's got to get it. Holds the zone, and Zek, no, they'll say whistle and an offside. Thought Zek did a pretty good job, but it came out of the zone. Jordan Watson says whistle and an offside. So, things coming through. All right, so 13-14 to go here. Austin Kelly with it. And it is Eau Claire off the near side. Kelly dangling it back for Corrali. Eau Claire off sides in the play. Corrali cross ice to McLean. McLean fighting his way through and coming in. McLean dragged it off a defender and then cleared off to the near corner. He'll go to Miller back behind the net. Miller around to the far side, and that's finally kicked free here. And it is sent back toward the near corner. Austin Kelly with it. Colin Raver poking at it for Stevens Point. Far side. Corrali after it. Couldn't get it. Drew McLean wins a foot race to the far side. He'll throw a backhander to Kelly on the near side. That will flip deep. It'll roll in on Zach Diamond, and it is Colin Raver coming in. We'll get a whistle. And Raver coming in, put the brakes on. I don't think the Blue Golds like the snow shower there. Adrian has responded. They go up on top of St. Norbert 3-2 here. 7.5 minutes to go in that one from Arrington Ice Arena. Out east, some of the other scores we'll look at. Geneseo holding on to a 3-1 lead there. And that Utica-Wilkes game here. 5-2 Utica there. So top seeds. Qualiata gets it and looks to send it back deep. Around, set in front of the net. Redders will get it. He'll shove it ahead to Jake Bresser. Carter Rue off of his glove. Qualiata kicks it down. Stephen Qualiata back through to Carter Rue, dragged it through, intercepted, coming in, shot and a goal. Jake Bresser forces a turnover as the Pointers come in. He streaks in on a breakaway, beats Eli Billing. 12:09 to go in the second. Eau Claire up 3-2. Oh boy, a lazy pass by the Pointers. What a play by Bresser. And he laser beamed it past Eli Billing. Coming up on the midway point of this game, Eau Claire has stormed back with 3 straight to take a 3-2 lead. And momentum sliding to the blue here. After the hot start by the Pointers. McReynolds back to Austin Redders with it. And now McReynolds trying to do the same thing. Fredericks forces it ahead, jams it up on the far side. Tice reaching for it, couldn't come after it. Pile up there, Tice ends up down, still poking for it. Now it's kick free. Back the other way comes Wes Ashley. He'll set it up, feeds it deep. Logan Fredericks with a shot, kicked aside by Diamond. Near side Orgel will race in, got it to Tice. He'll send it toward the net, redirected wide to the far corner. Wes Ashley around with it now, comes back to the near side to Logan Von Ruden, taken away by Ashley on the back check again. And near side. Comes out high. Ashley will glove it down, then try to poke it back. Watch out here. Up on the left wing, Steen Cooper coming. Pointers Ryan Orgel plays it down. Blue Golds are off sides. Spun in there by Derek Hammer. 11:20 to go in the second. Eau Claire with a 3-2 lead. Up the wall on the far side, Jake Tice after it. Through some bodies, so no icing call. Parcells plays it around the near side. Eau Claire up ahead, Qualiata. Now to Tristan Conrad. He'll flip it deep. Zach trying to win a foot race to the near side. He'll step in with McElhaney to play it, but Parcells will wheel it around with a backhander behind the net on the far side. Back here on the near side, this should be an icing call against the Blue Golds. It is. 10:54 to go here in the second period. And we'll get a face-off back in the Eau Claire defensive end. 10:54 to go here. Stevens Point, a first period 2-0 lead, has evaporated here. And the Blue Golds back to the lead. Sagasor around him. Qualiata back to get it. He'll come back behind the net. Long way to go here. And it's Tristan Conrad out with it. And now coming in Eau Claire again, Sagasor. They try to jam it to him in front of the net. Tristan Conrad forces it to the far corner. Stephen Qualiata with it now. McElhaney around and chipped out on the near side and around. O'Brien poking for it. Couldn't quite work it free. Eau Claire will get it and they'll send it deep. Conrad after it. Defender coming in. Waits for him to skate by and then he'll bring the breakout back up ahead. Austin Kelly, Tristan Conrad giving a rough ride. Qualiata will carry it in. Sends it back far side. Raver with a shot. Diamond with a save. Colin Raver with a nice shot there as he used the defender as a screen. Got a low screamer towards Zach Diamond. He made the save and hung on here. 10:05 to go here in the third. Blue Gold shots on goal. 14-13. And a little scrum to the side of the net. As cooler heads will prevail here. So, a face-off in the Eau Claire end to the left side of Zach Diamond. Jordan Fader will take the draw out there with Ryan McKellar and Carter Rue. He'll send it deep, but right to Eau Claire. Then McKellar jams in. Can't come away with it. Now Carter Rue, a nice job to get a body on it. McKellar will dig it out, trying to get it free. Fader comes jamming in there, but bodies collide, and Eau Claire comes away with the puck. Jack Murphy. Murphy in on the far side. McElhaney with it, trying to throw it in front of the net. And Danny Corrali forces it behind the net. Carter Rue back to get it on the near side. And it's Jordan Fader tried to clear it out. Eau Claire dialed it up again. Here's Jordan Fader. Fader ahead to McKellar. A long shot. Bounces wide to Diamond. Fader will get to it first. He'll send it back deep again. Around the backside of the net, here comes Brennan Miller. Coming ahead, Blue Golds with a pass up ahead. Drew McLean's got to win a foot race here. No icing call here. So, far side, it's Wes Ashley. Ashley ahead. Raver will deflect it up and out of play. I think everybody's all right here. Yep. 9:16 to go here in the third. 3-2 is the Eau Claire lead. So we'll get a face-off here as the puck was deflected in the neutral zone. Face-off will come at center ice. Kelly poked free. Here's Bresser again. Orgel picks him up and forces the puck wide to the far corner. And Bresser hammers Orgel into the far corner with a good check. Austin Kelly drags it out among the legs of Redders. Eau Claire sends it back. Now Ashley coming in. He had to wait to get the pointers onside. He'll flip it deep. Behind the net it goes. Brennan Miller, a big crunch in the far corner to try to free it up. Eau Claire, two bodies in there, squirts up to Bresser, out high, Orgel with it. Orgel shot toward the net, there's a shot block there. Eli Billing is going to have to race it out here. He'll carve it back to Orgel, watch out here, Orgel in front of his own net, almost turned it over to one of the Blue Golds. Now Raver after it on the near side, will try to poke it back for Miller, and Eau Claire gets it, and they'll send it deep. Spun around there, Andrew McGlynn. Billing behind the net, and he'll get it. Orgel up ahead, finally gets it to Tice. He'll feed it ahead toward Qualiata, and he'll carry it in. Qualiata coming, looks to center, nobody there. McReynolds poking for it, and a penalty call coming up here against the Pointers. Brandon McReynolds with a lazy stick here, reaching for it. A tripping call coming. 8:20 to go in the second. Eau Claire headed to the power play with a 3-2 lead. Third power play of the night for the Blue Golds. With 8:20 to go, 3:17 remaining at Adrian. Bulldogs still with a 3-2 lead. Face off to the right side here of Eli Billing. Eau Claire on the power play. He'll look to send it deep. 8:10 to go. Now poking for it. Luke McElhaney coming up shorthanded. May have a break. Luke McElhaney on a breakaway shorthanded coming in. Shot save made by Diamond. Kicks it out to the far corner. What a save by Zach Diamond on the leading goal scorer in the WIAC, leading goaltender in the WIAC as well. Blue Golds flip it to the far side, and it's Tristan Conrad forces it wide there for Stevens Point. Trying to get possession of the puck behind the net now is Zach Kennedy, and Conrad will flip it up. McElhaney again, good body position, stick tied up. He's able to flip it down the length of the ice. Minute 20 to go here on the Eau Claire power play. 7:38 to go here in the second period. Stevens Point on the kill. To the neutral zone it comes. They force it free. McLean had it poke free. Back the other way. Andrew McGlynn again poking in front. Shot. Fought off by Billing. Rebound goes up high. Circling with it out to Redders at the point on the near side. Austin Redders dangles in. No shot. Instead comes to the near corner. Back out high to Redders. Eau Claire really finding their stride here. Moving the puck well. It is Charlie Wyand out at the point on the near side. He'll come into McGlynn. Goes deep down. Jam job in front. Fought aside by Billing. Corrali stick tied up. And tripped down in the play. Pointer's able to clear it out near side. 40 seconds remaining. Wyand back to get it. He'll chop it cross ice. Comes at center ice. Austin Kelly picks it up shorthanded. He'll walk through. Here comes Austin Kelly. Tried to drag it through 3 defenders. And then a big hit on Matt Stanton. Sends both players down. And Kelly off to the bench on a change. Colin Raver back the other way on the back check. Trying to come up with it. Eau Claire cuts it off. 20 seconds remaining on the power play. Another big hit. It's gloved down here by Redders. He goes up. And a hand pass called here against the Blue Golds. 6:35 to go in the second period. 16 seconds remaining in the tripping call to Brandon McReynolds. And a face-off will come just outside the Stevens Point blue line on the near side. 6:35 to go in the second. Eau Claire with a late goal in the first, 2 here in the second. They lead it 3-2. Raver around his reach. Billing couldn't reach it. Bresser trying to get to it, and Stevens Point, now it's kicked around by Eau Claire, but they send it rink wide and out of the zone offsides. Parcells will pound it in the zone, but it's offsides. Now Wes Ashley, Sagasor pushes it away from him. Pointers are back at full strength. A long outlet pass to go in here, and it's Adam Parcells cycling back with it ahead. To Sagasor on the far side, he'll wait. Now a long shot in, glove down by Eli Billing. He'll cover. 6:06 to go here in the second period. And a face-off back in the Stevens Point end. Offensive chances have been at a premium here. Eau Claire with a wiry one to get on the board. But right now the game leader is a thing of beauty from Jake Bresser. On the forecheck, so it's shot fired. Save made by Billing. Rebound cleared aside. Sagasor to it. Under 6 minutes to go in the second. Qualiata jams it off to the near wall. They'll push for it. And on the near side, Sagasor in to get it. Pointer swatted away again. They bring it out high to Wyand. He'll fire a shot. That's wide. Fredericks to it. And Stevens Point still unable to clear the zone. Bresser behind the net. Gets around Qualiata. Tries to jam it out in front. Back in the slot. Shot save made by Billing. And he hangs on. Boy, Jake Bresser found himself between the circles. He labeled one, but Eli Billing read it well there. 5:37 to go here in the second period. And we'll get another face-off in this Stevens Point end. All right, it is Tyler Tomberlin to take the face-off with Zach Zeck. And they will boot Tomberlin out of there, so Nathan Dingman in to get it now. Out high it goes, Blue Golds with it. Blue Golds have picked up, let's see here, they've been picking up the face-offs as well. Stevens Point, a pass to center ice. Kelly O'Brien kicks it ahead, but Eau Claire clears it right back. McElhaney to the far side, Zeck after it. Zeck will flip it back to Corrali, back in his own end. Corrali up to center ice. O'Brien pokes it free, and it comes. McLean will get it. Bouncing puck, slaps it to the near side. Corrali shoves it ahead, but here come the Blue Golds again. Dancing in the zone here, Jack Murphy. Pointers ride him away. Here comes Danny Corrali on the right wing into the zone. Corrali shot in. Diamond will cover, and no rebound there. We'll get a face-off. 5:06 to go here in the second period. All right, so face-off will remain in the Eau Claire end. Under 2 minutes to go at Adrian. Was it 6th straight year, I think, St. Norbert and Adrian meeting for that championship? 4th straight here. Should have quite a bit of finals here coming up in the second intermission. But a win by Stevens Point is a must to try to keep NCAA hopes alive. Eau Claire now tries to dig it out high. Bouncing puck comes wide. Into the far corner it goes to Paskus. Paskus had it go away from him. Colin Raver will get it for Stevens Point. He will flip it deep. Raver trying to win a foot race with Redders to the far corner. He bumps Redders aside. Miller in to get it. Got it to Austin Kelly. Kelly back through, comes to the near corner. Ryan Orgel pinching in here on the near side. Orgel ate him up kind of in the corner, tried to bring it out high. Miller back to cover. He'll send it back deep again. Out of the reach of Raver here, and the Pointers a little disjointed, so they'll take the opportunity to try to change here. Raver bumps a check here. Eau Claire will kick it in the zone. Steen Cooper. Orgel gets it around. Ryan McKellar tried to clear it up on the near side. Parcells gets it, holds it in. They have a 2-2-on-1 here, but the puck ate up Steen Cooper there and couldn't center it. Now he does. Comes out high to Parcells. He'll get free for a shot. Good stick there by Carter Rue to block the shot. Up in the netting and out of play. 4:07 to go here in the second period. Eau Claire still a 3-2 lead. It's like a timeout here. 32 seconds remaining in Adrian. The Bulldogs with a 3-2 lead would presume an empty net here for the Pointers. For the Green Knights. Off the draw, Eau Claire wiring a shot. Qualiata rims it around. It jumps up. Jordan Fader will get it on the far side. Fader to the red line. Gets the puck deep. It hit off the linesman, and where'd it go? Up and out of play. So we'll get a whistle. And a face-off coming to the right side of Zach Diamond. 3:56 to go here in the second period. Love to get back to even here. Heading into the third period. All right, Carter Rue out, so Fader in to take the draw. Fader after it. Blue Golds hammer it off the glass. Tristan Conrad gets it, and he'll feed it near side to Qualiata. Defender hammers in on him, so Carter Rue gets it to McKellar. McKellar cycles at center ice, flips it deep with a backhander into the far corner. Fader and McKellar after it, up high. Conrad holds. Blue Golds tried to hammer it off the far boards. Parcell lost his stick. Fader around a check here. Qualiata feeds it back deep again. Jordan Fader tied up here by Munro. And Fader gets to it again. Back for Carter Rue behind the net. Parcells jams him off nicely and off the boards, but not out. Qualiata sends it back, but it hits off one of the Blue Golds. Jordan Fader with a big hit here that, boy, the Eau Claire bench didn't like here. And it is Parcells hemming it up back the other way. He'll wait. Near side, Andrew McGlynn sends it deep, under 3 to go. McGlynn going to win a foot race here, and Stevens Point to it. Zach Zeck with it ahead. Qualiata feeds it ahead to O'Brien off the far boards. Kelly O'Brien coming, maintaining control of the puck at the half wall on the far side. He gets bumped out while the Pointers change here. Charlie Wyan tried to pick it loose. Blue Golds with it. They may have a 3-on-2. Bresser hustling to the right wing. He'll get it. Try to come back in the middle. McLean breaks that up. Now we'll get it. Kelly O'Brien back the other way. Stevens Point hustling. O'Brien with it. Feeds it back up to the middle to Drew McLean, who joined the play, but a whistle and an offsides. 2:43 to go here in the second period. And we'll get a face-off just outside the Pointer blue line. All right, they're in the final 20 seconds here at Adrian. And an empty net for the Green Knights. McLean sending it in. Diamond around, couldn't quite get to it. Redders, Tice tried to get to it, swatted at. Eau Claire will get it. Ashley got it free. McLean with it now. McLean back to Ashley on the near side. Ashley feeds it ahead to Tice. Jake Tice with a backhander into the end, and it's McReynolds and Fredericks after it. Eau Claire does a nice job to break it right back out. Red line on the far side. Jack Murphy a piece of it ahead. Pointers get a break as it's eaten up by the linesman. Now a turnover back the other way. Little 2-on-2 shot block into the skates of Ryan Orgel. Swipes free. Out high. It's picked up now by Logan Von Ruden. He'll shoot a shot and a goal. Eli Billing never saw it. Flipped from the far wall. Logan Von Ruden. 2:06 to go, and Eau Claire with a 2-goal lead. Oh, man. Eli Billing never saw it. I don't know if it hit something on the way through. Either way, there's nothing doing. Looks like it has gone final here at Adrian. So the Bulldogs defeat St. Norbert by a score of 3-2. But that means nothing right now with a 2-goal deficit here for the Pointers with 2:05 to go. So Eau Claire a 2-goal lead. Qualiata flips it ahead. Colin Raver after it. Eau Claire coming back down. Austin Kelly tried to kick it. Swept that by Miller. Still out there. Qualiata tried to come with it. Comes back out to center ice. So Qualiata sends it back in. Eau Claire will get it. And the Blue Golds have dominated this second period. Qualiata after it. Behind the net it goes. Austin Kelly after it. And they almost jammed it into the short side again. Now they come shot fired. Billing with a save. And again, the Pointers too cute here. Now Austin Kelly tied up with Derek Hammer. And a minute and a half to go here in period 2. So a face-off back in the Stevens Point end. Adrian has defeated St. Norbert 3-2. So that is good news for both these teams, actually. Geneseo had a 3-1 lead. Still 3-1 there. Utica was up 6-2 in a game I believe that has gone final. And St. Thomas leading Concordia 2-1. We'll do a complete scoreboard update for you coming up between periods. McLean wraps it around. Carter Rue on the far side. Got it to McElhaney on the far side. Beautiful check there. A stick check by Eau Claire. McElhaney with a stick lift to free it up on the way back. And it's McLean sending it back here on the near side. Up the wall on the near side, and McElhaney bouncing puck, can't play it. Now he gets it off his hip. It'll get to Carter Rue on the far side. So near side it comes. Zek back through the middle. McElhaney will come in. Luke McElhaney coming. A minute remaining here in the period. McElhaney zips it through right between the circles. McLean with a shot. More of a shot pass, I guess, and he's got to hammer the puck. There's a shot fired up into the netting and out of play. We get a whistle with 50 seconds to go here in period number 2. Stevens Point, a 2-0 first period lead on goals by Qualiata and Brennan Miller. Eau Claire got a late goal. I believe it was Zach Kennedy with the goal late in the first period. And then they have absolutely dominated with 3 here in the third. McGlynn, Von Ruden, Logan Von Ruden, and Jake Bresser to take a 2-goal lead into the third period. Brandon McReynolds to take the face-off. Out high, Ryan Orgel feeds it deep behind the net. Kelly O'Brien with a long reach to keep it there. He'll go to the near corner. 40 seconds remaining here. Up the far side, Orgel, a big hit. Boy, he went for the hit instead of the puck, and Eau Claire came away with the puck. Here's Cole Pascas in. Pascas spinning in the far corner. Ashley will pick him up. Another big hit here, and Ryan McKellar trying to get to it here on the near side. 26 seconds to go. Bouncing puck back up again. Eau Claire with the puck deep. They're offsides again. Now Wes Ashley ahead, turned it over again. Eau Claire has dominated the neutral zone here in this second period on their way to 3 goals here. And are looking at minimum, now another turnover at minimum. A 2-goal lead heading into the third period on the road. 3 seconds remaining. Parcells with it, tipped away here on the near side. Can't get to it, and that'll do it. 40 minutes in the books in the WIAC championship game here. And what do we have here? Oh, they're just holding the teams on their benches while the goaltenders come off, and we will do it. Eau Claire leading Stevens Point 4-2 after 2. We'll come back with a second period update here on the Pointer Sports Network.
Taco Bell is a proud supporter of Pointers Athletics. Open early with breakfast hours, and if you find yourself out and about late at night, you can still order at their drive-thru. You can find your nearby Taco Bell on Division Street and Highway 10 East in Stevens Point and on Plover Road in Plover. Want to skip the line inside? Order online from your favorite menu items like classic burritos and tacos to new favorites like the Crunchwrap Supreme, Fiesta Taco Salad, and Chalupa Supreme. If you're looking for a delicious choice for Mexican-inspired food, live Mas with Taco Bell. Pointers would like to thank U.S. Bank, the official banking partner of UW-Stevens Point. Visit their location inside the Dreyfus University Center for all your banking needs, Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. with a 24/7 ATM available. UWSP students, you can link your student ID with a U.S. Bank checking account to use at any ATM and to make PIN debit purchases. U.S. Bank, the official banking partner of UW-Stevens Point.
Marshfield Clinic Health System is making access to care easier, and we're making it easier to get care quickly in Stevens Point.
His sister dared him to put mac and cheese up his nose. Oh no! So, urgent care? Yeah, urgent care.
Urgent Care, now open in Stevens Point. Visit marshfieldclinic.org/Stevens Point to learn more.
Oh!
Follow the Pointers all season long on the official website of UW Stevens Point Athletics at athletics.uwsp.edu. Updated daily with results and stats from every Pointer sport, as well as game previews and schedules for all your favorite teams. Don't miss information on the latest game day promotions, broadcast information, and the interactive fan zone showcases the social media feeds of Pointers Athletics. Stay in the game with the Pointers online anytime at athletics.uwsp.edu.
All right, back here at KB Willett Arena, it is our second intermission. And look what the cat has dragged back in.
Yeah.
Hello, my friend.
Hi.
I hope everything's okay.
Everything is okay now.
All right, that's good to hear. And the only thing that's not okay for the Pointers is a 2-goal deficit heading into the third period. Sean, a great 20 minutes by the Pointers, gave it all back in the second. Eau Claire really flexed their muscle, controlled the neutral zone, couple of turnovers, and they made the Pointers pay here. And Pointers haven't had to come from behind a lot here, but they're going to have to do it here to try to keep their season alive.
And haven't we talked about it in the past here, Tom, especially over the second half of the season, is the Pointers being better in the second period, and they really have done that very well here as the seasons progress, and they've kind of evened that out, that statistic out. But the good thing you got on your side, Tommy, is the Pointers are normally able to flex their muscles in the third period. You could argue the same for Eau Claire. But a big, important 20 minutes coming up, obviously, with all the ongoings with the big picture.
We'll get
to
the
that
scores
in a
and
second.
stuff here, Sean. And Pointers are going to have to do something they haven't done all season. 3 times they've trailed after 2 periods, 0-2-1 on the year. So we shall see here. But you come in. So our summary here. Scoring-wise, again, Steven Qualiata tied the single-season record for scoring by a defenseman with his first goal of the night. Assisted by Brennan Miller. That's his 11th of the season. Again, ties a record for a defenseman in a single season and puts him 2 goals behind Mick Kemper for all-time goals by a defenseman. That came at the 3:45 mark of the first period. Brennan Miller at 11:04 from Austin Kelly made it 2-0 Stevens Point. But John, the real turning point, Zach Kennedy, just a weird puck that came into the corner from a bad angle, wired it, and then somehow a little double deflection, whatever, got over the shoulder of Eli Billing and into the net. And it was 2-1 after 1 period. Totally different feeling coming after Stevens Point had gotten out to the fast start. And then the Blue Golds went to work, forced a turnover in the neutral zone. Andrew McGlynn came in from the near side, a blister past Eli Billing from Jake Bresser and Charles Wyand at 5:26. Jake Bresser did the next one on his own, unassisted in the neutral zone. A bad pass attempted by the Pointers. He, on the forecheck, got a stick on it, came in all alone on a breakaway and beat Eli Billing, made it 3-2. And then the last one, unassisted, it's going to go for Logan Van Ruden at 17-17 of the third period. Just a shot from out high on the far side. Eli Billing never saw it. May have hit a Pointer, somebody on the way to the net, went into the upper corner. And UW-Eau Claire here with a 20-15 advantage in shots on goal. Blue Golds 0 for 3 on the power play. Stevens Point 0 for 1 here. And you're going to have to dig deep here, Sean. And, really, that old adage goes when you're down 2 goals here, try to break the third period up into 5-minute stretches here. And, try to knock it off and see what happens here.
Absolutely. It's going to be important. You got to come out with all guns ablazing. The end of the second period, what I was able to catch, it really looked like Eau Claire was doing a good job through the neutral zone and clogging up the Pointers, not letting them get time, space. And then, of course, you're down by 2 goals. Your sticks get a little tight. Yep. Drew McLean had a great opportunity right in the last minute where he could have slammed a shot on Diamond, but decided to kind of do a little slap pass over to Carter Rue, and the redirection went right in on Zach Diamond, and had a big save there that kind of threw the end of the period over. So a big, important 20 minutes ahead for the Pointers in this WIAC championship game.
All right, that it is. All right, we'll take a break. When we come back, we've got a lot of scores to get you updated on here, and both on the men's and women's side, we'll do that. 4-2 Stevens Point in trailing Eau Claire after 40 minutes. This is Pointer Hockey on the Pointer Sports Network.
Sure Tire and Service gets your car done right. Big town savings with a small town smile. State-of-the-art Goodyear service keeps you going mile after mile. We're working to earn your trust. You can count on us. Sure Tire and Service. service. Get your car done right.
UWSP students and staff, did you know your UWSP ID gets you a 20% discount on food at Grazzi's? You can also test Grazzi's to 89800. That's GRAZIES to 89800 to receive free offers and other discounts. Grazzi's is open 7 days a week, serving lunch and dinner from 11 a.m. till 10 p.m. at 5327 Highway 10 East in Stevens Point. Visit Grazzi'sItalianGrill.com for more information.
All right, back here at KB Arena, our second intermission rolls on. And again, it's Eau Claire with a 4-2 lead. And, a very impressive second period there by the Blue Golds. And Zach Diamond calmed things down, made a couple big saves when they needed them. Luke McElhaney had a breakaway shorthanded that he turned away. And Eau Claire really took advantage of the opportunities given to them by Stevens Point. All right, here's how the other things are shaking out. And if you're both either Stevens Point or Eau Claire, you'll love how the scoreboard looks. Earlier today, the NESCAC semifinals, Trinity got a goal with 13 seconds left in regulation to beat Hamilton 3-2. Host Williams got knocked out by Wesleyan 3-2 in overtime. So Trinity against Wesleyan, 1 o'clock tomorrow for an automatic bid there. You want Trinity to take that automatic bid there. All right, Commonwealth Coast Conference. Endicott, who is 7th in the pairwise. They may have slid up a little bit. Who knows? We'll check that in a minute. They beat Wentworth this afternoon 2-0, so that is a final there. Utica, the number 1 ranked team in the pairwise ranking, has beaten Wilkes 6-2 in Game 2 of their series, so they get the automatic bid from the UCHC. Plymouth State in the MASCAC has beaten UMass Dartmouth 6-2. So Plymouth State 47th in the pairwise there, Sean. So they're a non-factor as far as the Pool C things go. Yep. So you like that?
Yes.
You know, getting that. And let's see here. The big ones. Norwich, number 2 in the pairwise, has beaten Hobart by a score of 3-0. Both those teams are in because Norwich was 2, Hobart was 3, and it looks like they're getting to the final seconds at Geneseo. A 2-goal lead for the Knights there, 3-1 over Oswego, so that's a top seed. That looks like, Sean, that they will claim an automatic bid there. Adrian hangs on to beat St. Norbert. Adrian led 2-0 after 2. St. Norbert with 2 in the first couple of minutes of the third period, and then Adrian counters. The Bulldogs hang on to beat St. Norbert by a score of 3-2, so Adrian gets the automatic bid out of the NCHA. 2 periods in the books at Concordia Moorhead, and it is St. Thomas on the road with a 2-1 lead over the Cobbers in the MIAC championship game. Sean, coming into the game here, basically, for lack of a better term, the Pointers were the second team out in the pairwise rankings. So, but if you don't get a win here tonight, your chances will go up in smoke here, so you're going to have to get 3 in the third to keep it alive. On the women's side, River Falls beats Eau Claire 2-1 in overtime this afternoon to win the O'Brien Cup in the WIAC on the women's side there. Both River Falls and Eau Claire looking good on the women's side as River Falls moved up to the 4 in the pairwise. Eau Claire stayed at 3.
Wow.
So we'll see how that goes, but some other finals have come in since then. So we'll try to get an update on that. Adrian got the automatic bid of the NCHA with a 4-0 whitewashing of St. Scholastica. Number 1 ranked team in the country, Plattsburgh, dispatched Oswego, the 2 seed in the NEWL, 6-1 there. NESCAC women have the semifinals there. Middlebury, who's currently 2 in the pairwise on the women's seed, on the women's side, beat Hamilton 2-1. Amherst, the 3 seed, upsets the 2 seed Colby 3-1, so they'll play tomorrow. Colonial Conference, Endicott beats the University of New England 4-1 to get a bid there. Elmira in the UCHC semifinals, they're playing a Final Four. They're the number 1 seed in the North. They'll play the number 1 seed in the South, Manhattanville, tomorrow for the automatic bid. And Norwich hammers Suffolk by a score of 9-2. So right now, the 3 Pool Cs in the women would be Eau Claire, River Falls, and Amherst. But I'm sure those numbers will update with finals coming in here, so we'll keep an eye on those. WIAA State Hockey Tournament today. Division II champions St. Mary's Springs beat Northland Pines 5-1. The other games have connections to these two programs. On the women's side, the Fox City Stars won back-to-back titles, a 5-3 win over the Madison Metro Lynx. The Lynx coached by former Blue Gold goaltender Mike McCursey, who's originally out of the Madison area. And the Division I championship game went to overtime. Verona and former Pointer Joel Marshall, the head coach there, beats Green Bay Notre Dame 2-1 in overtime. Monty Conrad, the former Pointer and assistant with Green Bay Notre Dame as well. And should also just very quickly mention two others, one with a tie to Stevens Point. The Wisconsin Hockey Coaches Association presented Rusty Mitch, the coach at Stevens Point Pacelli and a longtime youth hockey supporter here in the Stevens Point area, with the George Bauman Friend of Hockey Award. And Mosinee, coached by former Pointer Troy Mahalski, the academic champion for Mosinee from the Wisconsin Hockey Coaches Association. So those are our scoreboard updates there. Only scoreboard we're keeping an eye on is here. Stevens Point will need 3 in the third to try to make the NCAA tournament, or at least have a chance. We'll come back with the final 20 minutes. Eau Claire leading Stevens Point 4-2 in the WIAC Championship, presented by Culver's. Welcome to Delicious. Back with the third period after this timeout on the Pointers Sports Network.
WIAC Ice Hockey Championships are brought to you by Quick Trip, a proud sponsor of the WIAC Athlete of the Week program. Stop by Quick Trip for healthy snacks from the fresh case, fully stocked with fruits, yogurt, salads, and sandwiches. Quickery Bake Shop breads, bagels, donuts, muffins, and cookies are made fresh from scratch every day in their own bakery in La Crosse. And Quick Rewards is Quick Trip's loyalty program. Check out quickrewards.com for more information. Quick Trip, big on fresh, low on price, a proud sponsor of the WIAC.
Your next haircut now has a shortcut. Introducing the Sport Clips Haircuts app. That's right, now the cut you want is just a tap away. Just download the app, check in at your neighborhood Sport Clips, and choose your Guy Smart stylist, and you're done. We'll text you when your stylist is almost ready. Then head to Sport Clips for a championship haircut experience. It's home field advantage for your hair. No appointment needed. Just download the Sport Clips app and check in. And don't forget a beard trim. Sport Clips. You choose the cut, we cut the weight.
Pointers would like to thank U.S. Bank, the official banking partner of UW-Stevens Point. Visit their location inside the Dreyfus University Center for all your banking needs, Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. with a 24/7 ATM available. UWSP students, you can link your student ID with a U.S. Bank checking account to use at any ATM and to make PIN debit purchases. U.S. Bank, the official banking partner of UW-Stevens Point.
All right, back here at Willett Arena, set for period number 3. Stevens Point trailing 4-2. First one's the biggest one, Sean.
Yeah,
you really got to come out, get it, and give yourself a chance.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
You got to try to get it in the first 5 minutes. You're going to really see this Pointer team try to break the neutral zone and get some speed through it. As Eau Claire did a great job that second period to slow down the Pointers, and the Pointers are going to start with that number 1 line of Zach Zeck, Luke McElhaney, and Kelly O'Brien.
Yep.
With Danny Corrali and Drew
One other
McLean.
quick score here, Sean. Badger hockey team trying to keep their season alive after getting absolutely boat raced last night in Columbus.
It wasn't pretty.
9-1.
Yeah.
They are headed to overtime, tied at 1. So a win, they'd play a game 3 tomorrow night. All right, we are ready to go. Our opening face-off of the third period brought to you by Miller Lite. Eau Claire with a 2-goal lead. Defending champs on the ropes. As Zach Zeck sends it in, and Zach Diamond will quickly come in and cover it up. I got a feeling Sean Eau Claire is going from that take no chances type thing here. They want to be very solid and steady.
Yeah.
They got a good goal. Got all WIAC goaltender here.
That's right. Absolutely. So, all right, you could argue the 2 best goaltenders in the league with Eli. You could mix Zach Quinn in that mix. With
Zach
River
Quinn,
Falls.
by the way, signing professionally during the week. And now here's Eau Claire back the other way. Murphy poked away by Corrali. He'll send it ahead. O'Brien on the far side to McElhaney. He lost it. Corrali back to McLean. Off the near wall to O'Brien. Through to the middle. Here comes McElhaney. Had it poked away. Zach, harpooning shot there. Jack Murphy with it will get it and send it in off of Eli Billing. Boy, Kelly O'Brien gave Murphy a rough ride. Now Corrali to it. Corrali goes for the hit, and the puck comes into the near corner. Corrali back in again, trying to bang it free. Eau Claire with it. McElhaney stretching for it. Almost poked it free on the near side. Boy, coming off, having a hard time here is Zach Kennedy as he got pounded, but held in. Shot block here. Kelly O'Brien without stick, blocked the shot. Got it to Corrali. Corrali dodges O'Brien's stick, and he'll flip it up into the neutral zone ahead. Colin Raver after it ahead. Steen Cooper had it, put the brakes on. Minute into the third period, Stevens Point trailing by a pair. A long shot goes wide. Rebound comes and fought off to the side there by the Blue Golds. Miller after it, poking ahead. Colin Raver there to get it. Eau Claire in the neutral zone again, gets it and sends it back deep. Billing wraps it around to Qualiata on the far side. Qualiata, long pass ahead to Brennan Miller, and Pointers are off sides here, so they'll have to hold up. They got it deep. Now Raver will come in. He'll play the puck on the near side. Got through him. Tristan Conrad back with it. Rink wide too. Stephen Qualiata, he'll fire it in. Shouldered away there by Zach Diamond. Onto the near side and comes right in front of the net. Miller reaching for it, couldn't come up with it. Austin Redder is on the far side, I believe this is. And back, nope, take it back. It's Cole Paskus, and now Paskus back with it. Kelly hits him on the far side, holds the zone into the far side. Kelly coming in, had his stick lifted. Fredericks with it. Fredericks on the far side, got a stick away from a defender. Fredericks with a long shot, hit a body in front. Tice after the rebound. Eau Claire will lift it out into the crowd on the far side, and we get a whistle. 18:01 to go here in the third. It's 4-2 Eau Claire.
Yeah, face-off will stay deep in the Pointer end on the offensive side with Eau Claire flipping the puck up into the stands. No change for the Blue Golds. So a long shift here for UW-Eau Claire to open up this hockey game. The Pointers with the McReynolds line out.
All right, face off and comes right to Ashley. Shoves a shot, went just wide. He'll get to his own rebound. Goes back behind the net, looks to center it, nothing there. Ashley now will hold it up at the half wall on the far side. Eau Claire will carve it away from him. Off the glove of Ryan Orgel, he'll shove it to McReynolds, who's come up on the near side. Out of the reach of Fredericks, played by Munro. Munro in, dances in, dumps it deep to the near corner where John Richards after it. Richards is bumped off, and Ryan Orgel chips it out around Jake Tice, far side. 2.5 minutes in, Eli Billing a pad save. Jordan Fader for Stevens Point. Fader ahead to Tice. Let's see if this line, now it's Fader out there with Tice and Carter Rue. And far corner Rue with it now. Comes back around to the near side. And up it goes, glove down here, McLean with it, shoves it ahead. Fader will get it, he'll step in. Jordan Fader coming, McLean to the front of the net, Diamond with a shot, rebound loose, cleared aside by Eau Claire to the near side. McKellar got to the rebound in the near side. And now back again, it's Carter Rue banging for it on the near side. Bresser in after it again, Blue Golds dig it out and back the other way they go. All right, so it is Drew McLean with it. Sean, I'm trying to figure out the line blender here.
Yeah.
And Brandon McReynolds took a terrible penalty in that second period, Sean, that not seen him back out here in a while, if I am correct. Qualiata bumped off. Sagasor will get it and send it deep. Blue Golds, again, control the neutral zone. Corrali will get it. 16.5 to go here in the third. Pointers trailing by a pair. And they will get a change here. Here's McElhaney. McElhaney, defender comes down. McElhaney had waltzes right through the defense, firing a shot. Diamond with a save, rebound out there, and he'll cover it back up. Boy, there's a burst of speed from Luke McElhaney.
Yeah, you're going to need that from the senior forward, Tommy. Luke get going a little bit, and there's some chirping back and forth as Kelly O'Brien looking for a loose rebound. Yeah, Zach Diamond's done a good job to control his rebounds for the most part, but Eau Claire has been better defensively to clear those rebounds out and get transition the other way in a quick fashion. Kelly out here with Raver and Miller. That line stays intact.
All right, face off to the right side of Diamond. Pointers win it. Miller with a shot smothered off, and oh boy, I think that hit the stick of Parcells and up into the netting and out of play.
Yeah, Parcells laying it out, deflecting that puck. Good face-off win by Austin Kelly to find Brendan Miller by himself to get a good shot on goal up high over the goaltender Diamond into the netting. Another face-off win for the Pointers, Tom.
All right, it is Conrad, had it poked away and back the other way. Jack Murphy puts the brakes on, and what a job here by Brendan Miller to force it to the near side. Austin Kelly will bang in there. Qualiata with his reach, keeping it alive. Squirts free. Eau Claire comes away with it. They'll go back behind the net for Murphy, and Raver ends up with it for Stevens Point. 15:50 to go in the third. Pointers trail 4-2. Raver uses his body to keep it going on the far wall. Gets it to Miller in the far corner. He'll throw it to Austin Kelly behind the net. Throws it back out to Miller in the far face-off circle. Back to Kelly. Back to Miller. Backhanded shot lifted over the top of the net. Comes to the near corner. Wes Ashley gambling in here on the near side. And we get a whistle. It goes up into the netting and out of play.
That's
15:34 to go here in the third.
A sneaky little backhander, Tommy, by Colin Raver just went over the net. Diamond never saw it. He was down in the butterfly looking for something low. And they're actually going to say the Pointers chop the puck into the netting, and they're going to bring the faceoff back to the neutral zone right outside the Pointers' offensive end.
All right, Sean, that Geneseo game has now gone final. 4-1 Geneseo. So
they're in.
They are in. So all the games going in your favor, except this one. All right, around near side. 15-20 to go in the third. McElhaney waiting for it. Eau Claire poked it free. Steen Cooper back the other way. Corrali will dial up the defensive coverage. They try to go backdoor. Kelly O'Brien between his legs, never saw it. Oh, Pascas holding his stick, and McLean finally comes in to get it. McLean will chip it up, and it's into the netting again. 15:05 to go here in the third. O'Brien and Pascas were kind of chicken winged each other.
Can opener job
coming around, yep.
Yeah, holding the stick and a can opener job on Kelly O'Brien on that far corner. Eau Claire flips the puck up in the netting, so this is a little bit of a break for the Pointers. They get an offensive, a neutral zone face-off. Shots in favor of the Pointers, 2-0 here in the third period. And here's a quick little
Stevens
break.
Point, Carter-Rue 2-on-1. Tried to go to the middle as McKellar had joined the play. It goes wide. McKellar back, tried to throw it in front. Parcells after it on the near side, ahead to Bresser. Chipped it, hit off a stick, comes to the side of the net, and Diamond going to alertly cover that one up.
That's a great little set play by the Pointers up through the neutral zone, able to get a 2-on-1, split the defense of Eau Claire, but Adam Parcells with that long reach was able to take away that centering pass between Fader and Ryan McKellar. I'm sorry, Carter-Rue and Ryan McKellar, and just a simple cover-up by Zach Diamond.
All right, so far corner, Qualiata had his stick tied up, so he kicks it ahead. Jordan Fader hammering in there, back out high to Qualiata. Qualiata cross ice, Tristan Conrad shoves it wide up on the back of the net. Carter-Rue drags it loose, comes out in front of the net. Fader, a sliding shot. Diamond forced it, I think, with his paddle out of the near side. Into the near corner, Eau Claire now. Here's Bresser coming ahead, back to the middle, just missed Andrew McGlynn. Now they'll come, firing a low-angled shot there that Eli Billing watches go aside. Now Eau Claire content to just feather it back in. They'll get a change. Carter-Rue will get it in stride on the far side. He'll get to the red line. He'll send it deep. Logan Fredericks, it got through Diamond. Fredericks trying to get to it in the near corner. He'll bang there with Charlie Wyan. In the near corner, 6 minutes into the third period. Stevens Point trailing 4-2, season on the line. Long outlet pass here, should be an icing call against the Blue Golds. It is. 13:56 to go here in the third.
Nice job by the Pointers to run some traffic through the neutral zone, force that icing call, and the Pointers will get an offensive zone face-off here again. Brandon McReynolds back out for the Pointers, Tom.
Mm-hmm.
I think the
first time he's been out in a long time.
Yeah, I think just before the Pointers were just in a little bit of a change, in the middle of a change in the middle of that play. All the lines are appearing to be the same as they started.
Yep, far side it goes. Eau Claire, Richards sends it deep. McLean meets him in the near corner, and it's Sagasaur coming in there to join it as well. Now far side they go. Parcells wires a shot. That went wide. Rebound bounces to the side of the net. McReynolds down on a knee, able to force it wide to the near corner. Eau Claire winning the puck possession battle. Now another wide shot. They're content to take those wide shots that they're thinking are going to come back out in front of the net. Now Corrali tried to force it. Now McLean will get to it. And nice job here. Stick was tied up, so he kicks it ahead. Now tries to shove it with a backhander. He'll get it. Loops it ahead. Tice with it on the far side. Jake Tice in. Good job to keep himself on side, and Fredericks chasing it after. Long time to go here, Sean. Don't want to get too comfortable here. Eau Claire will get it, and they're just going to get pucks deep. Ryan Orgel out with it. Orgel ahead for Austin Kelly. He'll sweep it. Oh, almost bounced right back to Brennan Miller. Kelly with a good battle on the far side, but it's brought in by Jack Murphy. Murphy fires it wide right in front of the net. Ashley forced a player wide. Colin Raver will get it. Back the other way. Defender falls down and gets right back up. Here's Austin Kelly. Saucer pass for Raver. Couldn't control it. Now jams it back out in front of the net. Raver giving a rough ride. Miller to it. Now it's Austin Kelly with it. He'll chip it out high. Ryan Orgel never saw it, and Eau Claire may have a breakaway. Jack Murphy racing, but Orgel comes back to recover. Poked ahead by Redders. They may have a 2-on-1 developing. They'll come in on the back door. Coming in through. Fought off. Eli Billing ran into Brennan Miller, and Redders out high. Long shot deflected into the netting and out of play. And now we get a collision toward the net here, and it will come as Boy, Wes Ashley was just tied up with a defender, and they spun around and ended up going into Eli Billing here. 12:23 to go in the third. It's 4-2 Eau Claire.
Jack Murphy in the midst of it, trying to run traffic. Eau Claire's doing a great job getting through the neutral zone clean here again, and running guys to the weak side, running players to the weak side, and looking for that one-time pass, Tom, across ice to split the Pointer defense open. Time they almost capitalized again. Face off deep in the Pointer end. Number one line out for the Pointers with Zach Zeck.
Qualiata body positions there to get it. Swings it around to Kelly O'Brien. And Eau Claire again. Now Zach Zeck turns the puck over. Back the other way they come. Jamming shot in front. Rebound. Loose shot. He hit the post. Oh my goodness. Cole Paskus, a wide open net. It was kind of rolling on him, and he hit it, and it hit the far post and went out. Eau Claire brings it back out high. McElhaney poking it. He may have a breakaway back the other way. Luke McElhaney coming, waiting, lost the handle on it. Cycles, tries to get free for a shot. He'll get free, fires a shot, misses the net. On the near side, Corrali hustling in to hold it. He bangs it, and it comes out to Qualiata. Qualiata and O'Brien almost collide with each other. Qualiata with it. He'll flip a backhander. McElhaney again on the far side. Off the heel of his stick. Rolled up on him to the far corner. Two Blue Golds converge. Zach Zeck in there to help out. And Eau Claire wins this battle. Fader bumps it free. Here's a shot fired by McElhaney, jammed off. Near side it goes. Turnover again, and Fader can't get to it. McLean feeds it. Here's Corrali far side. Fader to the front of the net. Pass behind him. Andrew McGlynn with it for Eau Claire. Chops it ahead. Whistle and an icing call. Side of the net it goes. 11:19 to go in the third.
Tommy, the Eau Claire Blue Golds had the game on their stick, and Paskus had a wide open net, and he flipped it off the post. The original save by Eli Billing, the puck comes right to Paskus' stick, and he couldn't feather it home. The Pointers then come back with Luke McElhaney on a partial break. Good job by the Blue Golds to get back in that play to throw that scoring chance away for the Pointers.
McReynolds forces it wide. Carter Rue out high. Shot fired. It gets through a couple of bodies. Fader after it hard on the near side. Holds it in at the half wall. He'll send it deep. McKellar played it with a high stick, but now Adam Parcells does the Pointers a favor here by playing that down, and Corrali holds it in. He'll send it up deep to the far corner. McKellar after it again. Boy, Ryan McKellar hustling after it. And here comes a turnover. McLean will reach to hold it and sends it back deep again. Raver and Rue setting up on the forecheck here. Eau Claire gets it through the neutral zone. They'll get it deep into the near corner. Miller, the first to get there for Stevens Point. Bresser got a piece of it out high. Redders will come right down Main Street, fires a shot. Save made by Eli Billing. Austin Kelly back the other way, rolls off of his stick. Logan Von Ruden back to get it. Forced ahead, Bresser coming back. All right, it is Wes Ashley for Stevens Point. Coming around, 10:20 to go in the third. A 2-goal lead here still for Eau Claire. And clears it out around Wes Ashley. He'll go back to get it, and it ate up. Kellen Theraldson out there for the first time here tonight. Theraldson on a bad pass by Wes Ashley. Kind of got turned around here. Austin Redders back with it. He'll go cross ice to Munro. Raver bumps it here on the near side. Munro trying to draw a call here. And it's loose in the far corner. Eau Claire spins it around, coming through. A hammered shot. Eli Billing with a save. Never saw it, but made the save out. Kicked back by the Blue Golds. And it's McReynolds clearing it out and up on the far side. Eau Claire sends it back into the near corner. 9:40 remaining in the season for the Pointers. They need 2 to tie to try to get to overtime. Now it's Tristan Conrad on the near side. Up to Fredericks on the near side. Qualiata reaching for it behind the net. It's Jack Murphy with a long reach. Looks to come out high to Parcells. He'll dance free. Got Logan Fredericks down. Parcells jamming in front of the net. Tried to wrap around her. Eli Billing fought that off. Able to get down and cover it up with 9:19 to go here in the third.
And nice job by Eli to stay strong through traffic on that last play. Made a couple saves with the shoulder. And then a nice job to stay strong to the far side post and not let Adam Parcells flip that puck in on the leg pad of Eli. Able to get the stoppage of play. We'll get a defensive zone face-off here for the Pointers. 3-2 just shots on goal. Pointers need to get the offense going. Under 10 minutes to go here in the hockey game.
Update on that WIAC score?
I can get that for you.
Shot fired. O'Brien with it ahead. Corrali will join it. Back to O'Brien on the near side. And a late whistle and an offsides here as now Zach tied up with Logan Von Ruden, who giving the old palms up to the referee here.
2-1. St. Thomas is
Still
leading
late.
the Cobbers. Getting late there.
How about
as well.
St. Thomas?
They're the 4 seed in this tournament, Tommy.
I think They're going with the goaltender Henry Baraboo, who played with the Wausau River Wolves for a while last year. And he has found it here lately for him. Now here's Zach to McElhaney out of his reach. Eau Claire with it again. Paskus coming ahead. Around it goes McLean. Paskus jams it in front. Pointers dodge another bullet. They get it ahead to McElhaney. O'Brien waiting. He'll get it cleanly. Comes in on the near side. O'Brien looks to center. Forced wide. Ooh, Diamond a save. Left a big rebound out there, but nobody to the net for the Pointers.
Yeah, Zach.
Eau Claire sends it back. Ahead they go. Zek with it. Back with McElhaney again. Zek with a shot. McElhaney a save. No rebound this time. 8:35 to go, Sean. Time is not on your side here.
It's starting to get to be go time for the Pointers offensively. And Zach Diamond here in the third period is giving up some juicy rebounds. You got to find that guy. Get an open guy in front. Get some traffic in front of the junior goaltender for UW-Eau Claire. Try to find a loose change goal, something to spark this team.
Now a shot fired. Diamond with a save. Was that Ryan McKellar or Carter Rue?
That was a great face-off win, Tommy, by Carter Rue back to Jordan Fader. They found that play a couple times here in the third period. As Jordan Fader coming to the top of the face-off circle and able to get a good shot on goal. Zach Diamond saw it the whole way, though. Stoppage of play, 8:32 to go in the game.
Another face-off to the left side of Diamond. Rue again, now back to Fader, coming to the side of the net, poked by Diamond. Now they jam it, short side, pad save made. Cleared aside there by McGlynn. Around to the near side, McGlynn bouncing it ahead, Bresser. Getting behind everybody with speed coming in, shot. Pad save made by Eli Billing. Oh, this is a tough break for the Pointers. Is that Sean Hauser?
It went
in the
right
far
off
corner,
his
right
ankle.
on the knee. McKellar will get it back the other way for Stevens Point. And Jordan Fader ahead. Fader near side and whistle and an offsides. 8:07 to go here.
Is it just me, Tommy, or does Jake Bresser have another gear tonight?
Wow.
He flew through the neutral zone right below us and was able to get that little mini breakaway right after the offensive blue line and get in on Eli Billing. Good low pad save by Eli. The Pointers were there trying to get offense going the other way. You feel like if you could catch Eau Claire in some transition, there may be an odd man rush for you.
All right, Corrali will carry it in, back to the middle, broken up. Austin Kelly, what a job to poke it out of midair and hold it in. Around it comes to Raver here on the near side, and Eau Claire will get it, and they'll lead the charge back the other way. Sagasaur on the right side will send it in. Eau Claire trying to exercise some demons against the Pointers. A 2-goal lead here, 7:45 to go here in the third. Concordia has scored to come even with St. Thomas at 2. Kelly up ahead, bouncing puck goes. Dumped back in, sent deep. McLean after it. McLean will wait. They'll come after him. He feeds it. Corrali off the wall will get it. He'll get it to the red line ahead. McElhaney. Now to Zek. Back to McElhaney. Around a defender. Trying to get to the front of the net. Jammed it in front. Off a skate. Went wide. Comes to the near corner. Zek with it now. McElhaney again. McElhaney looks to center. McElhaney. Boy, 2 defenders on him. Still got it to Zek. He'll whip it out to Orgel in the far side. A long shot. That goes right into the midsection, though, of Zach Kennedy, who clears it out. Maybe a rush back the other way for Murphy, but Wes Ashley, a good job to jam him up to the end board. Now they jam it right in front of the net. Rolling puck. O'Brien couldn't come away with it. Zach Kennedy with it. And coming. Orgel with it. And it is McElhaney. Ahead, Zek at center ice, rolls away from him. Orgel will get it. He will dodge a check. Took a shot up high, but got it deep. Fredericks after it here on the near side. Fredericks poking. And Austin Redders turns the puck over. Here is Logan Fredericks with it. Slides it ahead far side. Tice with it. And now we get a penalty. What do we got here? Fredericks on the far side. Let's see what we got here.
I wonder if Fredericks got, they're going to take them both, Tommy. They're going to give a holding to Kennedy, and then Logan Fredericks is going to get a roughing for the 2-point takedown. And so we'll probably have some 4-on-4 action here. If Logan Fredericks just hangs on just for a second, keeps his head about him, you might get a power play out of that. So it's going to be a holding on Kennedy and a rough on Logan Fredericks.
Yeah.
So we'll get some 4-on-4 here, Tom. Maybe this will open up the ice for the Pointers, get some scoring chances.
St. Thomas has
They
responded.
tallied right back.
2.5 minutes to go there. 6.5 to go here. Boy, we have some bad memories of 4-on-4, don't we, my friend?
Oh, goodness. We're just trying to spin it good, or in a positive way, Tom.
We'll see. All right,
let's see what
McReynolds will
happens
take
here.
the face-off. It's McReynolds and Tice. And Eau Claire able to get to it. Steen Cooper around. Got to try to force a turnover somehow here. Jared Vroman with it. And it is McReynolds waiting, kicks it ahead. Tice with some open ice. Tice with Corrali coming in, back to the middle. Oh, almost scored it free to McReynolds on the near side. McReynolds will get it, and right up the middle, Tice. Now it'll come Corrali with a shot. What a save by Diamond. If it got through cleanly to him. Far side McReynolds after it. Minute 25 to go in the 4-on-4. Eau Claire with it. Steen Cooper will hold it long enough to bring it out. Corrali will run at him to try to free it up, but he got it around and poked it deep. Minute 15 to go here in the 5-on-5. McLean ahead to Corrali. Austin Kelly. Colin Raver, now it's Corrali back, firing a shot. Another shot block. Bounces away from Austin Kelly. He'll shove it far side to Corrali. Raver in front of the net. Shot. Easy save for Diamond. He'll hang on. 5:31 to go in the third. A minute 2 in the 4-on-4.
Nothing in front of Zach Diamond. Able to see that the whole way. Got the stoppage at play. Still minute 2 remaining on the 4-on-4. Danny Corrali comes off. You like to see maybe Stephen Qualiata get into this a little bit here with the 4-on-4. Austin Kelly, Colin Raver out. Wes Ashley, the fourth player for the Pointers.
Off the face-off, Tice, Raver forces it back out high to Qualiata. Qualiata coming, whistles a shot, blocker to side by Diamond. Bresser with it on the near side. Raver will look towards him, back the other way, Ashley. Good job in a foot race there to get it away from Nick Teckel. And near side Ashley back again with Teckel. He rides him out. And back the other way, Adam Parcells. Parcells bounces it around in the near side. Eau Claire gets it deep. And, Eli Billing was coming, expecting it to go behind the net, but it ricocheted and came right in on net. He's able to clear it up. Pointers get it deep here. McKellar after it. Ryan McKellar holds it in the near corner. McKellar trying to slide it out to Qualiata on the near side. Instead, reverses to Rue. Back to McKellar in front of the net. Tied up. Didn't get a shot off. 20 seconds remaining in the 4-on-4. Bresser across the red line. Gets it deep. Billing will stick it down. He's going to cover it up. He will. 4:42 to go here in the third. 13 seconds remaining in the 4-on-4.
Yeah, Sagasor for Eau Claire all over Eli there. Had to cover it up. All about possession, isn't it here, Tom? You get possession of the puck, you can get your offense going a little bit. So a big defensive zone faceoff here with 13 seconds remaining in the 4-on-4.
Face off to the left side of Eli Billing. And it's Danny Corrali with it. Corrali in front, long pass ahead. This will go just wide of Diamond and an icing call. They were trying to get it. I don't think Luke McElhaney saw it.
Nope.
He was spinning coming into his stride and it went past him. I think they were hoping it would get in on Diamond, but it didn't, so a whistle and an icing call. 4:35. I tell you what, Sean, full props here to Eau Claire. In this streak where Stevens Point has owned the Blue Golds, they've imposed their will on them every time.
Yep.
And Eau Claire has turned the tables here tonight. Off the near side, and the Blue Golds send it back in, but they're offsides. Both teams are at equal strength. 4:25 to go. McElhaney ahead to Corrali on the near side. Didn't get him cleanly, and he's hammered off here by Kennedy, and they pop at each other here on the near side. Logan Fredericks bounding into the near side. Kennedy. McLean hammers him. Pointer's got to get out of the zone, so Qualiata flips it deep. 4 minutes remaining, perhaps in the season for Stevens Point. Eau Claire with a win will no doubt solidify their spot in the tournament here. Fredericks near side for Stevens Point in front of the Eau Claire bench. McElhaney pops it free, but Eau Claire swipes it out. Tristan Conrad clear around Zek. Fredericks to the front of the net. Logan Fredericks brings it back. Zek with a shot. Ooh, hit midsection. Diamond, and he's able to make the saves. Pascas chopping after it. Qualiata beats him to that. And Eau Claire back to it. 3:40 to go here. Raver ahead. Trying to get to it. Austin Kelly chips it. He'll get it free. Flips it wide to the far side. Qualiata trying to get there, but they pop it. Pascas back the other way coming on. Shot. Save made by Billing. Rebound to Austin Kelly. He'll hammer it off the near wall. Eau Claire intercepts. They will ride it into the far corner again. 3:20 to go. Eau Claire dominating possession here with a 2-goal lead. Around it goes. Conrad out of the reach. Shot. Save made by Billing, and he'll hang on with 3:11 to go here in period 3. So St. Thomas now has won. So they are in. St. Thomas on the road gets a win. They're the only road team here to get a bid, right? Brennan Miller ahead. Colin Raver, a nice job to stay onside. Eau Claire, though, right back the other way. 3 minutes to go here. Long shot fired. Eli Billing a save. And they will hang on. Frustration starting to show here for the Pointers, as Eau Claire has a 2-goal lead. A timeout here taken by Stevens Point. So the Pointers will dial up it here. We'll take a break, come back with more. 2:58 to go. It's 4-2 Eau Claire.
Hey, hockey fans, are you looking for a game changer when it comes to your career? With Skyward, you can join a winning team and help put powerful data in the hands of leaders who shape the lives of over 6 million students. As a 2-time Bubbler Award recipient, Skyward is one of the top 10 best places to work for young professionals where innovation, collaboration, and fun are part of the culture. Right now, Skyward is hiring qualified people for programming and customer service. So make your next goal a career at Skyward by checking out skyward.com/careers.
All right, timeout taken by Stevens Point. Shots on goal 26-24 in favor of the Blue Goals. Utica is in, Norwich is in, Geneseo is in, Adrian is in, Endicott is in. Sean, those are all the results you needed today to try to get into the NCAA tournament.
Everything is falling your way besides the game that you control the most.
Yep. So Eli Billing will come back out here with a face-off to his right side. I gotta believe that it is get it down and get him
Eli off. Yep.
2:58 to go here in the third. Zach McElhaney and O'Brien, the forward line here for Stevens Point. McLean bodies it off on the far side. Corrali with it, zips it ahead. O'Brien can't handle it, now gathers it back in. O'Brien fights his way to the red line, gets the puck deep, but Eau Claire sends it right back out. We get a whistle on it offsides, and Eli is striding out here, but I think he's going to stay put here.
Yeah, they were looking for Eli to come out. And
let's not forget here, Sean, Pointers against River Falls and against Eau Claire pulled a rabbit out of a hat late.
With an extra man.
Okay.
Eli's coming off top.
Long shot. Eli Billing off. Extra attacker on. Corrali bouncing puck. McKellar is the extra attacker. Zach digs it in. Tried to shove it to him. Eau Claire sends it toward an empty net. This will go wide. Corrali back to get it. He'll turn and spin it up ahead right away to McElhaney. McElhaney waits, feeds it ahead for McKellar. Austin Redder's a shot. Hit a body going through, or that might have gone in. Now McLean back with it. Has a defender all over him. That's Pascus. McLean with it. 2:15 to go. He'll get it deep. Stevens Point trailing by a pair. Season on the line here on the near side. And it is McLean jamming it back. McElhaney will get it. Near side, Ryan McKellar able to get to it. McKellar out high to McLean. 2 minutes to go in regulation. Extra attacker for the Pointers. Kelly O'Brien with it. He's hammered on the far side. Corrali chopping for it. Eau Claire again with it. McKellar sends a shot. Glove down. Chipped loose. O'Brien after it again to McKellar. To McElhaney. O'Brien leaves it. Now Zach with it. He's hammered off. Stevens Point right in front of the net. McElhaney had a chance. Now a shot fired. Kick save made. Rebound to the side of the net. Minute 35 to go. Pointers throw it in front. Pinballing around. Diamond will cover. We'll get a face-off with a minute 35 to go.
Nothing going, getting the Pointers to the front of the net. Had a couple players camped out looking for rebounds, but Eau Claire did a great job of packing the house and not letting any loose chances in on Zach Diamond. Another offensive zone face-off here for the Pointers. A minute 35 to go, trailing by 2.
4-2 is the Eau Claire lead. And McLean throws it. Qualiata wires a shot. That went wide. Eau Claire trying to get to it on the near side and clear it out, but the Pointers hold it in. Minute 25 to go. Desperation time for Stevens Point. The defending national champions on the rope, down by a pair. Eau Claire carves it out again on the near side. And it's Qualiata now with it. Feeds it ahead. Raver with it. He'll get it deep in the near corner. A minute 10 to go in regulation. Parcells hammered by Austin Kelly. Puck loose, and boy, somebody from Eau Claire giving a really rough ride there. Now they scrum it out. Eau Claire rolls it around. McLean with it. He'll hold it, sends it toward the net. It's deflected and goes into the Eau Claire bench.
Oh, Eau Claire is upset because they thought the puck jumped up into the glass, Tom, and the officials blew it dead. Eau Claire all over the linesman. They'll get a neutral zone face-off here with 57.8 seconds left. Clearly went off the top of the glass and back into play. Eau Claire obviously wanted the play to continue on. And so an offense, a neutral zone face-off, and we'll see how this all shakes out here.
Now the referee's talking about, Sean, you think about this win for the Blue Golds with Hobart losing.
Yep, they could jump Hobart.
And,
you could argue that they could be the #1 seed in the West.
Yeah.
And force
comes around. Now they're going to talk, and the faceoff's going to come inside the zone.
I wonder what Matt Lowen and his staff thinks of that. It was clearly the puck hit the glass. It never went into the bench. I think the linesmen were.
I think are they saying that it hit the glove first of somebody on the bench and then went in the glass?
That's got to be it.
Who knows? 57 seconds remaining. Zek tries to win the draw. Eau Claire will get it. They will try to feather it out, but it hit the skate of Qualiata. 50 seconds remaining. Qualiata, Corrali ahead, throws it in. Zach Diamond a save and left another juicy rebound out here. Eau Claire's going to get it. And will they jam it into an empty net? 40 seconds to go. Sean, Eau Claire is going to exercise some demons here tonight at Willett Arena. Unless the Pointers pull a serious rabbit out of their hat. Still in the zone onside, they'll say. Fredericks fights it, 28 seconds remaining. Zek now to Fredericks, up in the air it goes into the netting. 24 seconds remaining, a face-off. I wonder if Eau Claire might take a timeout here. We will see.
That face-off will stay deep in the Pointer end. Offensive zone face-off. You got to win the puck and get it right to the net. Try to get something quick here.
Eau Claire in really good shape here. And they just try to smother it off the draw. Kelly down to get it. Miller out, jamming it in front of the net. McElhaney, a turn shot, nothing there. 17 seconds going to come out. Tell you what, this is an impressive win for the Eau Claire Blue Golds, who are going to answer the bell here. And they are going to scoop it toward an empty net, nothing. And UW-Eau Claire is going to win the WIAC championship and dethrone the defending champs, who every belief here were on the outside looking in. And Stevens Point's winning streak and unbeaten streak will come to an end. So Pointers will collect here and will come off. And Eau Claire, Sean, has gone from on the bubble to no doubt about it.
Yeah, they're in.
They are in.
And they even have a chance. It'll depend on how everything shakes out and, where they send Adrian. That's always the question when it comes to Selection Monday. But Eau Claire's in. No doubt about it. Slam dunk in. And they'll be WIAC champs and come to Willett Arena and do, honestly, what I think a lot of people didn't think they could do, and dethrone the defending champs and win the WIAC postseason title.
Came in. Stevens Point was unbeaten in 6, 5-0-1, 10-1-3 in their last 14, and they will line up and shake some hands, but what was the ultimate triumph on your home ice a year ago will turn the tables and have the ultimate disappointment here. And Sean, the other thing to keep in mind here, this game was everything you wanted it to be.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's the best part about it. Came out cleanly played, and two very good teams going at each other, and a lot of these guys know each other, so they'll go through the handshake line, and UW-Eau Claire will win the Commissioner's Cup. And for those of you counting at home, let's see here. That will be the third, so they pull even with Stevens Point with 3 Commissioner's Cups. Sixth straight year Stevens Point in, and the 4th year in a row here against Eau Claire. And teams winning the championship on the road, not uncommon.
No, not in this league. Not in this league. It's so evenly matched.
Absolutely not. Dead quiet here, but I tell you what, Sean, man, this team was left for dead at Thanksgiving.
Yeah, you bet they were.
The job that Tyler Krieger and Ethan Strong and the seniors here for the Pointers have done, nothing short of amazing here to even give themselves the chance here. They were left for dead and ran off an unbeaten streak here. Joey Sosnowski at center ice. A final stick tap to the Pointer crowd here that will give them a very worthy send-off here. And it will be the Blue Golds going to get the Commissioner's Cup here And we'll head off to the NCAA tournament. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, Pointers coach Tyler Krieger will join us here, give us his thoughts as Stevens Point season will come to an end here at 18-7-3, 22-4-2 for the Blue Golds, and be interesting to see how they move up as it is the Blue Gold captain Logan Von Ruden coming out to get the Commissioner's Cup. All right, we'll take a break, come back and have more. Eau Claire defeats Stevens Point 4-2 to capture the Commissioner's Cup championship. Back with more after this here on the Pointers Sports Network.
Stevens Point Orthopedics.
Is this the new clinic that used to be the old clinic that's gone?
Yes, sir. We are the old clinic. We just changed our name to Stevens Point Orthopedics.
No more old one?
No, sir.
So how can you be the old one and the new one, too?
How can I help you?
Well, the old clinic did a great job giving me a new knee. Can this new clinic do the same thing with my old knee?
Sir, we are the old one.
Knee?
No, clinic. And I'm sure you won't notice a difference in how well we'll take care of you.
StevensPointOrtho.com, formerly Klaczynski Clinic. Nothing's changed except the name.
Really like the old one.
TDS Fiber, the future of internet, TV, and phone service, is expanding to more communities. Register now at tdsfiber.com/radio. Enjoy internet speeds up to 1 gig at your home or business. That's 10 times faster than 100 meg from cable. Plus, change the way you watch TV with our whole home DVR. Can't get that with cable. Powerful internet, premium services. Go to tdsfiber.com/radio to register, learn about bonus offers, and more. TDS Fiber available in certain areas. See website for details.
Snow Pilot is our winter seasonal. This beer has a tremendous body. The malt feels great. What I like is the nuttiness that it gets from the Maris Otter malt. Pistachio just comes through like you wouldn't believe. It's almost dessert-like. This is absolutely a winter beer. And if you ever have a campfire in the middle of winter, this is what you want in your glass. It's just great.
Warm up this winter with a Snow Pilot from Point Brewery.
All right, back here at KB Willett Arena, Tom Weaver, Sean McMahon, joined by Pointers head coach Tyler Krieger. Pointers fall in the WIAC championship game 4-2. Coach got off to a great start here tonight, but second period, a little bugaboo again here coming. And I tell, first of all, that was a whale of a hockey game here tonight.
Yeah, it was a great game. We got off to the start we wanted. We knew that they were a little bit of a slow starting team, so we wanted to take advantage of that. I thought we did a good job of it, and then their goal at the end of the first kind of created a wave of momentum for them, and they kind of took off and carried from there.
As you went through, let's first talk about getting out to that lead. You were doing everything you wanted to do in that first 19 minutes or so, weren't you?
Yeah.
As far as the game plan of things went. Yeah.
Yeah, we wanted to get pucks deep on the forecheck and create some turnovers, and throw pucks to the slot and have a guy there. And especially it was against their top line. Austin Brennan and Raver were up against their top line of Richards, and we get 2 goals against them.
Yeah.
It was a double win. So we were doing everything we wanted to do there. Just wheels kind of fell off. It was a little bit more the same. Our D we need to keep it simple a little bit. We got to keep pucks out of the middle of the ice. A few times we're trying to force things a little bit and slow the tempo down and allow them to play a little bit more of a track meet style game, which doesn't suit us.
And they really seemed to, in the second period especially, really seemed to clog up the neutral zone and not let things get through clean for you and get that puck possession game that you guys love to get to work on.
Yeah, we got to get pucks behind their D and go to work. That's where we're going to have success. The strength of their team is in their forwards and their speed, and we had to slow them down. To do that, we needed to get the puck in and grind a little bit, and we were having trouble getting it up and getting it in. Too many turnovers through the middle of the ice.
I know this means little now here, but considering where this team was at Thanksgiving to where you are now, I think this whole second half of the season is a testament to the culture of the program. Guys that just would not, fall out, go out without, giving their best, and they absolutely 100% answered the bell here in the second half of the season to put you even in the position you were here tonight.
Yeah, we're very fortunate. Back in early December, if we would have, taken the hypothetical this situation, we would have taken it all the game long, all day long.
Absolutely.
And, just because you don't win a championship doesn't mean you're not successful. I think each team, it's did you reach your maximum level with the group, and I think this group did. We struggled a lot early on, and we came together and grew and played some great hockey down the second half of the season in January and February. We were rolling and played some good games.
You got seniors here. 5 of them played 100 or more games here. when you talk about the legacy of this program, it's guys like that you have the success that you do, right?
Yeah, absolutely. It's what Pointer hockey is, and they put their stamp on it throughout their 4 years here, and we're forever grateful. They're going to be very hard, impossible to replace a little bit. So it's sad for them, but I think they can, at the end of the day, once this dies down and this thing wears off a little bit, they can absolutely learn a lot from the lessons of what they went through this year.
Yeah, and I think someone else who learned a lot is your sophomore goaltender. I tell you, Eli, he was put into a situation here that a lot of people would shake their heads at, struggled early, but boy, did he come on for you here, and he's got a very bright future ahead for you.
Yeah, absolutely. He's been a rock star. He's worked for it, and he's earned every single praise or inch that he's gotten, and he got confident down the stretch and really changed our mindset of what we need to do moving forward with our goaltending. He's our guy moving forward, and I'm excited to see where he takes that next step.
What can you say about your staff? Ethan Strong stepped into a new role here. Todd O'Calley, all these people around, the people that do support you to do this. Top-notch people here that help you a ton, I know.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a lot of people around you when you win, but when you're going through the downs, the people that are always there, those are the ones that mean the most. And between Ethan stepping in and growing this year and doing a great job, and the trainers with Callie and Cassie, nothing short of phenomenal. And Toto's always there to keep the mood light. And then with you guys too, you guys are a part of it as well. And it's a fun group to be around. And we're obviously sad to see it end, but it makes things more special.
Well, we thank you.
Yes,
you treat us like kings, and we keep coming around because you guys do. We love doing it, and love being around you guys, and appreciate the kind words here. And can't wait till October.
Yeah.
Right.
Can we get it going again?
That's right. So we'll get it going. You got some work to do recruiting here. I know you're off to a good start here, but you got to keep getting the plugs in there, right?
Yeah, we need some depth. This year, I think it's this year and in 2017, it's the lack of depth hurt us in a lot of different ways, and it hurt us just more so the culture. It's hard to have that culture of accountability and competition without the depth, and I think it's something that we've learned moving forward, but we'll get to that when we get there. This night's for the seniors, and being there for them.
All right, you got a youngster to go chase around for a couple of months here, right? It was getting on the move more and more. So, again, Coach, congratulations. Unbelievable. Unbelievable run to get you in a situation here. And, give props to Eau Claire. They played well here tonight. And they're going to be an interesting team for folks to face in the tournament. That's for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. They're going to be a tough out.
Yep. All right, Coach, thanks. Appreciate it. All right, Pointers coach here, Tyler Krieger, joining us as UW-Eau Claire defeats Stevens Point here tonight by a score of 4-2. And, it looks like, Sean, as the pairwise already been updated here. Yep, 18-7-3. Stevens Point has dropped to 12th in the pairwise. So University of New England has hopped back over Stevens Point here. So if things end now, it is Lake Forest, who hasn't played in 3 weeks or whatever.
3 weeks, they're still the last team in.
As of right now, are the last team in. So Stevens Point will be the third team out with the loss here tonight to the University of New England. And looking at Hobart drops from 3 to 4, and Eau Claire now tied with Adrian for 5th. So all the finals are in here, and that is how the NCAA tournament comes in. So basically, final piece of the puzzle tomorrow is Trinity.
Yep.
And Trinity right now is 8. They're very much on the bubble here, Sean.
Yeah, they need to win. They need to win tomorrow.
They need to win
to get in.
Could
they
be
leave things to chance if they don't.
Could be very interesting to see that transpire, to see how things go. All right, let's get a very quick summary for you, and we will get out of here for the 2019-2020 season as Stevens Point, came out and of course, I wait for the great time here for my computer to lock up on us as we will get it back to the summary. And here we go. As Stevens Point got on the board, Stephen Qualiata with his 11th goal, putting him in the Pointer record books as he ties Kevin Fricke with 11 goals during the season. And he will head into his senior campaign just 2 goals shy of Mick Kemper's record of 26. And I think, Sean, I said while you were gone, we don't see the records breaking nearly as much because the Pointers are only playing 25, 30 games tops, where some of those teams played 15 more games. etc. So they're awfully hard to do. Qualiata got them on the board. Brennan Miller and Austin Kelly. It was 1-0 Stevens Point at the 3:45 mark. 11:04 of the second. Brennan Miller from Austin Kelly gave him a 2-0 lead, but then where the tide really began to turn, 17:43. Zach Kennedy just right down here on the near side in the corner, just kind of wired a weird shot from a weird angle, hit the shoulder of Eli Billing and went in the net. And Eau Claire got on the board, only trailing by a goal, 2-1 after one. Andrew McGlynn then from Jake Bresser and Charles Wyand at 5:26 of the second. 7:51 of the third. Jake Bresser on the forecheck, poked it free, came in all alone on a breakaway. Unassisted at 7:51, and then Logan Von Ruden, another one of those weird shots from out high that Eli Billing never saw, and into the net. No scoring in the third. 4-2 is your final score here tonight. Shots on goal end up 26-25 in favor of Eau Claire. Blue Golds were 0 for 3 in the power play. Stevens Point 0 for 1. Stevens Point 44 and 28 on faceoffs as well, as they got that pretty well here. So it is Stevens Point season coming to an end at 18-7-3. Eau Claire 22-4-2. They will wait till 9:30 Monday morning to find out what's up there. But based on the pairwise rankings at the moment, as Eau Claire is 5th, tied with Adrian, so they have a legitimate shot at the top seed in the West here, and we'll see. Adrian could go out east, and they will go. So that means here, Sean, we believe. Let's get the final prognostication here.
Sure.
The automatic bids: Utica, Norwich, Geneseo, Adrian, and Endicott. St. Thomas in the MIAC and Plymouth State. The NESCAC title tomorrow is between Trinity and Wesleyan. Wesleyan could pull the ultimate upset, get the automatic bid, and knock Trinity out of the tournament and get Babson back in there.
Yes.
So
three
who knows?
teams from that NCHC could get in.
Yep. So that means here, Sean, let's take a look here. New England not out of the mix yet here either. We'll see. They were in the tournament a year ago. So if you look at new teams, here's the teams not in the tournament that were in a year ago on the men's side. UMass Boston, Stevens Point, St. Norbert, and Augsburg. So you'll have some new blood in there.
Faces, yep.
And we'll see. I think the West got a shot just as much as anybody. We'll see.
I think it's
all the roads lead to Buffalo.
Yeah, all the roads, and there's a team out in Vermont, in the Norwich Cadets, that will have something big to say about it.
Go figure, another shutout. What are that, 9 shutouts in a row or something like that?
Crazy.
They are rolling. So they are the favorite going in. Utica is
rolling.
All motors. They're big-time winning streak going in as well.
They look like they're going to be the number 1 seed overall.
Yep, could be. All right, that is going to do. Actually, we got to pick our Pointer Blue Line Club player of the game. And we got 6 seniors.
Why don't we
all
just
of them
do that?
collectively as a group. Man, do they mean a lot to this program, what they've done here. So it will be our Pointer players of the game: Danny Corrali, Kelly O'Brien, Austin Kelly. Let's see. Also, who else am I missing? Brennan Miller, Luke McElhaney, and Drew McLean. Right?
Correct.
Seniors here for the Pointers. Chris Alleman going to come back next year with a red shirt. So who knows? So it is our Pointer seniors here tonight are our Pointer Blue Line Club player of the game. Partner, what is this, our 12th, 13th year together? Something like that. Never gets old.
It doesn't.
It does not get old. And as we said, Tyler Krieger and his staff and Brad Duckworth and everybody, they treat us so well here that we love doing it, love being around, and love that they have us.
And not a bad experiment with the Pointer Sports Network. We got to thank everybody
we'll get that.
with that.
Tim Bone here. We need to get our thank yous here. Tim Bone, the assistant athletic director for sports information. Brad Duckworth. Frank O'Brien.
Yes.
I believe maybe moving on from the program here, finally retiring for about the 3rd time here. But Frank has been coming around, and then the folks we get to spend the most time with, the staff, Tyler Krieger, Todd Bylas, and Ethan Strong, have all just been tremendous friends, and can't get wait to get back here again next year.
Yep. When October, probably the last week in October, can't come quick enough.
And I believe, if all things remember, a home and home with St. Norbert
to start the season.
Yep, exactly. So you'll get right back at it. Congratulations to the Eau Claire Blue Golds, WIAC Commissioners Cup champions, and they will head to the NCAA tournament thanks to a 4-2 win here at KB Willett Arena. For the final time of the 2019-2020 season, thank all of you for listening, viewing, whatever it's been. It's been our pleasure to bring you some of the greatest hockey in the country that we are fortunate to do. Final score, Eau Claire beats Stevens Point 4-2. Thanks for listening, everyone, all season long to Pointers Hockey on the Pointer Sports Network.
You've been listening to UW Stevens Point Men's Hockey on the Pointers Sports Network. Pointers Hockey on the Pointers Sports Network has been brought to you by Stevens Point Brewery, Taco Bell, Stevens Point Orthopedics, Goose on Main, General Beer, distributors of Miller Lite, Marshfield Clinic, Skyward, Century Insurance, Century World, PJ's Restaurant, Team Sherrill Companies, Subway, Papa John's, Badger State Games, the National Guard, Grazzi's Italian Grill, Coca-Cola, BSN Sports, Under Armour, and TDS Fiber. This broadcast is an exclusive presentation of UW Stevens Point Athletics. Join us again for Pointers Hockey on the Pointers Sports Network.